Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man. Probably presents another episode of you know what it is, man. This is Collectors Lounge International on Sunday Fun Day. We got a lot to talk about here today, man. So we're gonna definitely jump straight in on that. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe like this definitely tells you to do. Hit that bell notification so you are always up to date with everything that we actually got going on over here on the channel. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's always about. And I'm just gonna slide into this real quick as well. Make sure. Again, I just got to pay homage to the places where we get these figures from. Actually, I'll do that last, man. Before we actually jump into that, let me actually just introduce the panel, this incredible panel that we actually have in here with us, because you know what? We are ready to talk. First up, we got Chewy's Bandelier in here. Thank you for being here, brother. What's going on with you, man?
Oh, enjoying a Sunday. Happy to be with you guys again. Always a good stuff to talk about, that's for sure.
Oh, it's some good shit to talk about. We're going to definitely talk about that today, man. Next up, we got my man, Jacob, in the building. What's going on with you, brother?
What's up, man? Happy Sunday. I spent most of yesterday laid up, not feeling too great, but all these announcements coming out, I mean, I had to get up and talk about it. Got my skateboard out for the first time today in a long time, trying my back to feel better. So.
You skate, bro?
Oh, I grew up skating, surfing, snowboarding. Yeah.
Let's go. Definitely. We gotta talk. That's what I'm talking about. All right. My old ass be on boards every now and then, so you already know. And I see that Avenger Squad back there too. Let's go, bro. Right. Let's go. Like, it definitely worth today's conversations. We got a lot to talk about and cover. As always, in the Iron Man Collective, it's the connectivity up there. We understand exactly what's going down today. We already know. And next up, we got my man, Pop Culture Living Room, my man, Costa in the building. What's going on with you, Daddy? What's going on today, bro?
Just chilling. Yeah, I'm overwhelmed with the amount of announcements. So it's too many announcements. You can't have SDCC and and Hot Toys announcing crap. All the toy companies, not just Hot Toys. There's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, definitely. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's definitely going to be an amazing Sunday. A lot of stuff that we're going to actually talk about today, man. So definitely thank you for being here as always, brother. With the birdie back there and Randall somewhere in the room. You already know, man.
There's Randall.
Randall with his shirt on. He got his shirt and tie on. He's upgrade. Randall upgrade, and we already know how it is, man. Definitely, brother. Thank you, man. As always, appreciate having you here, man. And thank you guys for being here with us as well. Before we get to the chat, like I said, I got to always pay homage to the places where we get these figures from, because without them, we wouldn't be in full rotation. Do want to give a shout out to my man. You already know what it is. Ray over there at Underground Figures. No NRD, full transparency. If you are looking for the figure of choice, go over there and just let him know what you're looking for. Definitely sign up for that newsletter so you will always in and out as to when your figure is going to arrive or when, or if you're looking for a certain figure, he'll always keep you up to date. Full transparency. You let him know I sent you over there. Ray will definitely take care of you. So I definitely want to give him a super duper shout out. Also, I want to give a shout out to Taylor Two Rays. Ray over there at Hawkwards Toys. Again, if you're looking for those grails, he'll give you a nice little care package with a sticker, comics as well, source material, and on top of that, he got them grails. I always got to actually update his page to make sure that we do that. So definitely give him a shout out. Tell him I sent you over there. Also proud sponsor of Summer Madness that's currently going on over there at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. So definitely want to give him a shout out as well. Also, we got this guy who is currently in here with us. We got Comic Relief Comic Collectibles, Jacob, over there. Definitely, if you're looking for them comics, 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, if you're looking for certain things, he got it for you. And definitely, if you are in the neighborhood, you want to head on over there, warm up them hands, and smack that ass as hard as you can and tell them that Leo told you to do it. Definitely. So yeah, if you were looking for everything, he got it for you, man. Definitely, but mainly them comics. And on top of that, right now, I just want to say this. After Hall H, get them comics.
Yeah, buddy.
It is always important for you to read and know the source material, because within the next couple of years, you're going to need that. And also, you're going to need that for supporting arguments, just in case you do not like it. Hell, at least you have the source material to know why you don't like it. And we can have an argument or a debate back and forth then. And it is
educated.
So. Yeah, educated. Yeah, definitely an educated conversation. So definitely thank you, bro, for that. And also, I got to give a shout out to my man, Brian Wong, over there at Module Case, Module Space. Again, I got that mono. He actually is shipped out, so it should be here on Wednesday. So I will be doing a full review on that. So definitely, if you're looking for an incredible display, head on over there. He'll definitely take care of you, as always. So do want to give him a super duper shout out as well as the guy that we currently have right now on the panel with us, Costa, who basically has some things. Definitely he got that display ready for you. If you want to get a garage shelf, if you want to know how to put a garage shelf together, make sure you head on over there to his Facebook or his YouTube channel. He'll basically give you a full tutorial. Also, the new platform that we got on over there.
I unplugged it. Here,
bro.
Here's
Just looking at the way the display is right now and the stuff that you have on there, for some unknown reason, it reminds me of the Fantastic Four. I don't know fucking why, bro.
Yeah.
It just definitely does.
Fantastic car action.
Yeah, bro. It's giving off those vibes, bro. It's definitely giving off those vibes, man. Love it, bro.
Nice.
Love it. Nice. So definitely, if you want to learn how to put one together yourself, make sure you head on over to the channel. He'll actually help you out with it.
I'm thinking about making kits for that one.
Word. If you do, bro,
Yeah.
let me know, because I want one. I definitely want one.
Especially now with this Doom. Oh, that's his temporal pad right there.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
it does any color you want.
That's
Bro, I need one for Kang. Fuck Marvel. I still want Kang. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I still need to have Kang. I'm gonna have my Kang on the way as soon as it arrives.
Someone's making one for their Predator throne.
Ooh,
that's cool.
Word.
Yeah. So yeah, this black acrylic that I use, you can't really get unless you buy a lot of it, and it's expensive. So I'm gonna offer it. I'm gonna, work with my people at the acrylic place and have it available, because it's cool. Because when it's off, it's black, and then when it's on, it's the vibrant color. So it's really great. I love it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for definitely doing what you do, especially for the community, bro, because we definitely love that, man, as always. So we definitely appreciate that. And thank you guys out there. Let's see who we got in the chat with us. We got Mark Lee in the building. Thank you for being here, man, as well. We got AJ Agrus in the building. Thank you for being here, my guy. Iron Star Killer is with us today. Appreciate your hustle, Leo. Congrats on reaching 8,700 subs, man. Thank you so much for that, man, and for being a voice in the community, keeping it real, and importantly, being a safe space for collectors, bro. I appreciate that, bro, because this is what we want to. We create the space. I don't create the space. You guys create the space by participating and also giving off that energy. Like I said, it's a collective space for a lot of us. We come together to do this shit, bro, and that's what it's all about, man. It's not just one person, it's all of us, and I think that we all share the responsibility to do this shit, like, for real. Like, that's the way it should be. Like I said yesterday, pass on what you have learned, and I believe that we all should do that. We all learn from somebody, and we need to pass that shit on. So I just definitely, man, appreciate that. Thank you so much, Iron Star Killer, man, for that. Collectible Chats is in the building. Thank you for being here. Ru is in the building. Thank you for being here, my guy. As always, make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for that, man. 16 for Jesus. Thank you for being here, brother. CJP is in the building. Thank you for being here as well. Who else we got? Chewy's Mandalaire's out there as well. We got Striker 47. Martin K is in the building. Thank you. He said, "How's it going? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a while." Joe P is in the building. Thank you for being here. My man Windman is in the building. We got 12 Minutes Moose Dream in the building. Thank you for being here. We will definitely be talking about this movie as well. Valkyrie Magnus is in the building. Thank you for being here. Keek is in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. Who else do we got here? Mandalorian is in the building. Thank you for being here. We got Django Feta Cheese in the building. Thank you for being here. Primetime Reviews. Palal is in here. Thank you for being here as always, man. Who else we got? Kay Carter is in the building. Thank you for being here. Benjamin E. Green. My guy, Benjamin E. Green, is definitely in here. And you know who else is in here? I knew he would not want to be here. But I know he also came to cheat. And ladies and gentlemen, we got Dan in the building, and he got that damn Spider-Man.
What's up?
Did you even take the shit out the box yet?
I did just look at it, but I need to do a review on it. So it's there. It is there.
Oh, so you just did. Why you gotta laugh like that, though? Why you gotta laugh like that, though? I see. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I have some plans for that thing.
Yeah, okay. That's some bullshit, but okay. I see how you doing that, man. I see what you're doing, bro. I definitely see what you're doing there. But definitely, man, It is good. So then tell me you got all the news about Hall H and you've seen all the happening with the last 24 hours and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And here's the thing, like, so in case people, if you're living under a rock and you didn't know, Hall H was yesterday, around, I would say 9:00 my time, is when it was actually, I think it was either 8 or 9 o'clock. I think my time is when they basically showed it. They showed it was a presentation for Captain America, Winter Soldier. They did an opening of Deadpool and Wolverine with a choir that came out dressed in red and yellow. They had let me see who else. It was an opening. It was a presentation for the Thunderbolts as well. And then they also did a presentation for, so what was it? It was Captain America, Winter Soldier, Thunderbolts, and I think, well, what else was it?
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah, definitely did a presentation for Fantastic Four. And then of course, they introduced 2 movies that we're going to get, Avenger titles that we're going to get. One being Avengers Doomsday, and the other being Secret Wars, which we knew was actually going to come. And also introducing the Russo brothers as the directors for both films. But
they're back-to-back years, which is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Just like it was for Infinity War and Endgame.
They're going to film it all at once.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
100%. They're going to definitely film it all at once because it makes sense. And just like they talked about last night, I think that we're going to get a hint of the Avengers team and Captain America, Brave New World. I think that we're going to get a hint of what that team is going to look like, because they said that, again, in this particular trailer, the trailer that we got, we heard him say he wanted to reacclimate Captain America with the government, but they said the trailer that they got at SDCC said, we want to put the team back together. We want to put the Avengers back together. So I think there's a misdirect, and we're going to hear that in the film. And also they said in Hall H, they actually showed a video, or they showed a trailer of Thunderbolt Ross changing into the Red Hulk. So, and they said that he did that while he was making a speech. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, all right, they're going in on that. So like, we got to definitely see.
Which is cool.
Yeah, like definitely. And we knew
he doesn't hate this franchise yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Bro, when he got on stage, he talked about how he wanted a piece.
He wanted a piece of the action.
He said he wanted a piece of the action, like how he's seen everybody else out there. He said so he definitely wanted a piece of the action. So I was like, okay.
And then he reenacted himself turning into the Hulk.
Yeah, on stage, right?
Oh, that was great.
Like he definitely did that on stage.
He's having fun.
Yeah.
He's having fun.
Exactly. But we all know what the news was. And I don't give a fuck. We're just gonna jump into this shit and start talking about it, because the news and where everybody was kind of disgruntled was the simple fact that they introduced Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. And basically, now here's the thing. The key thing, and what I think people miss, bro, is what the Russo brothers said before they even introduced him.
Mm-hmm.
And they did specify that anything can happen, and like what, the most spectacular thing to happen in the multiverse. And this is the multiverse. So, and this is a totally different reality, how we're actually seeing Doom. And this is how we're seeing Doom. This is the Doom for that world. This is the Doom for the Fantastic Four's reality. And this is what we're going to definitely see. Now, with this came a lot of fucking scrutiny. A lot of people were you can see like there were even content creators, YouTubers that were putting up these why the fuck, what are they doing? This is, I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, that's just taken away from this, that, and the third. And I'm like, wait a minute, slow down. First of all, are y'all not excited that number one, we got the Russos back? They're giving us back-to-back fucking films. Did they fail us with Captain America Winter Soldier? No. Did they fail us with Civil War? No. Did they fail us with Infinity War? No. Did they fail us with Endgame? Fuck no. They didn't. So obviously there's a plan, and we just have to see it and wait and see how this shit plays out. But again, I'm just excited where it's actually going. I'm gonna go to you first, Jacob, because I know that you've been biting your tongue. You've been holding off. You wanted to basically talk about this, but what's your thoughts on this, bro?
Well, first, I want to preface this with my views do not necessarily reflect the views of Comic Relief, and so we're just gonna say that. My business and my personal opinion are two separate things. I just want to put that out there. You know what? This is not my first choice. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think this was anyone's first choice, or at least what we would have thought we would have heard as far as the first castings of Doom. Now, I am also of two minds because Iron Man has been my favorite superhero since I was 5 years old. Dr. Doom has always been my favorite villain. So to kind of combine these two is a really weird amalgamation for me. But the thing that I want everyone to keep in mind is there is precedence for this in the comics. There was a what if issue that I was going to dig out if I had time. I didn't have time. I own it. It's a what if issue, Iron Man, Demon in the Armor. So it's a Tony Stark that on his world, he became Dr. Doom. Now, it sounds to me that they're actually saying he's Victor Von Doom in this, and he's not a Tony Stark variant that becomes Dr. Doom, that he is Victor Von Doom. Yeah. That sounds like what's going around. Mm-hmm. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
His face.
Yeah, but I'm of the mind where I am just going to trust that this team, who has not yet let us down under the Marvel banner, is going to do right by them. I don't think this is the mainline 616 Doctor Doom that we're going to be seeing. This is definitely an alternate universe Doctor Doom, and the thing that nobody's really talking about is what kind of impact is this going to have on the rest of the characters in this universe when they go to fight a Doctor Doom that looks just like the hero that sacrificed himself to defeat Thanos? That is going to be a very difficult thing for these heroes to, I'd say, just in their mind have to grapple with, because to them, this is, he's Marvel Jesus, really. I mean, he defeated Thanos, and for the ultimate bad guy to look just like him, that's going to be a tough thing for them to have to battle personally and emotionally. So I'm excited. I'm skeptical, but I'm going to remain optimistic again, because you've got one. I guess it's only one of the writers from. I think it's Christopher Marcus. I think he's the one coming back. Maybe not McFeely.
No, I think it's McFeely. From what
is it McFeely?
Yeah, they said McFeely's coming back as well.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. So I got it mixed up. But one of the writers, both the directors, you've got the same production company behind it all. I think this is a recipe for gold, but I also do think that everything else that we've seen is giving us a larger scope as to what the actual plan is with the multiverse. I think this definitely clues us into, as well as some of the other things that were dropped. But I don't think this is going to be our mainline 616 Doctor Doom. I think this is going to be a version of him. And if you've read the comics, I mean, that that anytime a multiverse of Dooms get together, it always goes south, because every single one of them thinks that they are the prime superior Doctor Doom. I do think that Tony Stark's, Robert Downey Jr.'s version gets killed off. Yeah.
And that's basically what I believe, bro. Like, again, if you read the comics, even if you know about Reed Richards, if you basically read the Ultimates and you know that there's an ultimate version of him, which is called the Maker.
Yep.
Which is we know there is the Council of Reeds.
Yep.
So that's basically there's the Council of Kings, and we know that there's a bunch of Dooms out there. You know what I mean? So there's King Doom as well. So
Doom.
Yep. God King Doom, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. And if they are going off of the 2015 version of the Secret Wars, then we know, and that's my question. And I want to get to that after I do a roundtable of what we're discussing here, because I have questions about what they might introduce, and if we might see one particular character, Jacob, I think you know who I'm talking about here, that's going to influence Secret Wars and probably be the premise of Secret Wars, if we'll see that character. I don't know yet, but we got to talk about that. Rob, you saw the announcement, man. What was your thoughts behind it, bro?
I kind of I'm a little bit like Jake on this. I love Robert Downey Jr. I think he's going to be difficult for fans to separate him from Iron Man, especially even though with the multiverse thing. But here's the thing: Doctor Doom as a character has, in his own country, is beloved.
Yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. has the charisma to pull that out and make that believable. So the fact that he would be brought back to play not a variant of Tony Stark, but a variant of Doctor Doom, or a different version of Doctor Doom, I think it makes if you really think about it, it makes really good sense. But at the same time, I would not have thought to go this route that they're doing, just because for me, I would have just assumed it was going to be, I don't know what actor I would have put in it, but for the version they're doing and the story they're telling, I think I'm again, like Jake, I'm more than happy to say they've not burned me yet.
Exactly.
The Russos have a proven track record, and based on what we've seen in the last, 48 hours with Deadpool and Wolverine, the Marvel movies seem to be taking a bit of a tack back to what made them popular. And so I think by bringing the Russos back, I think they're going to continue on that line more than anything else. And in that way, I think this could work. I think it could work really well. And I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt over it.
Yeah, definitely. And here's the thing, bro. Like, and I listen, bro, would it have been my first choice to basically bring Robert Downey Jr. back as this character? No. And I know it is a very controversial choice. And I will say that it's a controversial choice because you haven't really fully explained. You're leaning on the concept of the possibility that there are people out there that probably would understand this concept. You're leaning on the concept of everybody out in Hall H at that particular time have read the comics enough to understand. It's not always going to be the case. Like literally, it's not. So I think they knew that this was going to be met with a level of trepidation. But I think to soften the blow is one of the reasons why they're also leaning on the fact that we have the Russo brothers to tell this story. And they think that with them, it might create a bit of more of a what do you want to call it? A softening the blow itself. They, people would mainly put their trust in these individuals. But again, I knew it was going. Once they made the announcement, and then before they even made the announcement, or when they showed him, I knew from the walk when he was walking out. I was like, "That's Rob. That's fucking Robert Downey Jr., bro." You knew that right off the bat. It was just plain as day. You could actually see that shit.
He loves San Diego Comic-Con too.
He does, bro.
He's such a ham when he gets on this.
He just showed up Hiddleston as Loki at San Diego.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying, bro. All things actually can be forgivable in that space. And here's the thing. Keep in mind, one of the rumors, even if they would have kept Kang, one of the rumors was that they were going to make Kang a Beyonder. Yeah. That he was going to basically be a Beyonder. A version of him was going to be the Beyonder. And I was like, what? But again, I digress.
Yeah.
I've got so many things I want to say.
Yeah, bro.
So many things. Trying to keep it brief.
Yeah, bro. Again, Costa, what are your thoughts behind this, bro?
I have no problem with it. I like a lot of the complaints are, saying that Marvel is desperate and this and that and the other.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can't really talk about it until you see it. Like, what if it turns out to be like the best thing ever? I want to go back to all these comments if it's like the most amazing thing ever. And this is probably not going to be. I have a feeling that we're going to see, the regular Victor Von Doom at some point, because we're getting one movie of the Fantastic Four, which will bring them somehow into the MCU with their, how they're doing that first movie. And they're going to need to make more movies of the Fantastic Four. So wouldn't they want to get the regular Doom in there? I don't know. I was so excited when I saw it. And then I started reading other people's stuff and I'm like, why are you making it like such a horrible thing right now?
A wet blanket.
It should be freaking excitement. So I mean, what we were talking before the show. Nobody liked Heath Ledger. Yeah. Nobody liked Michael Keaton. Nobody liked
Pattinson.
Nobody liked any of those. We don't know how they're going to do this. We don't know if they're going to use something straight out of the comics, because I know people were pointing out what was it, infamous Iron Man story
Mhm.
arc or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't know what they're gonna do with it. Like,
Which
what if
wasn't
they're
Iron Man, by the way. It wasn't Tony.
yeah. So you're right. So I don't know. I want to wait and see. They got what they wanted. They
Exactly.
got
They got
the
us talking.
hype.
Yep.
Everybody is talking about it. The hype.
Yeah.
I'm just worried we're getting the 2 Avengers movies back to back in years, and to get to Infinity War and Endgame, it took 10 years to get there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we gonna I'm worried about them rushing through stuff, because we're only gonna get the 3 movies a year back to that, which is great because they can focus on storytelling, they can focus on the script, and they can focus on the CGI and not make it suck. So how are we gonna have this play out so that we're getting a movie in 2026 and 2027? Because they're gonna have to start filming it next year.
Yeah.
I'm just worried that there's not enough setup like we got with Thanos. They were just like putting little seeds here and there.
You did a drip with him.
Yeah, until we got to the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and then we got Josh Brolin in there, and so yeah, I'm just worried about leading up to it. Russo brothers, they're gonna fucking kill it. I don't care. You assholes out there. No, I'm not gonna. Let me take that back. There are people out there that years ago were like, oh no, the Russos are leaving. They want to do Secret Wars. We need to get the Russos back. We need to get the Russos. And now they're like, oh, they're desperate. They're getting the Russos back. I can't believe they're doing it.
Yeah.
Why are they getting the Russos back? It makes no sense. I don't know. It's a weird world. So anyway, those are my thoughts. And if you have a problem with it, my name is Loco Lou. You can chat me up at my YouTube channel at locolu.com.
Yeah, bro. Damn, what are your thoughts behind this, bro? What are you feeling about this whole thing?
I'm kind of feeling the same way as Costa. I'm okay with it. I'm cautiously optimistic. Like, all I care about really when it comes to like Marvel movies and even DC movies and all these, like, I just want the story to be good. Like, I really don't give a fuck who's casting it, as long as the acting, the production, all that shit, the story is well done. Like, I really, as long as the story is good, overall, I'm happy with it. These guys seem to know what the hell they're doing, because they've made some of the best Marvel movies. I'm talking about the Russo brothers. They've made some of the best Marvel movies that we've seen.
Yeah.
Out of the how many fucking movies the MCU has, like, they made some absolute phenomenal pieces. So for me, I trust them. Like, Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor. And I could totally see him playing the role too, man. Like, I could see him being that straight up villainous role. Like, he has that range. He can totally do it.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
bro.
Exactly. It's like he's a phenomenal actor, so I think he can totally do it. Like, this was like such a big thing. My mom sent me a damn what is she, like, she sent me a reel of the reveal of it, because my mom, she loves Robert Downey Jr. She absolutely loves him. Like, we went to go see Iron Man, the first Iron Man, together when I was a kid. Like, all of that. It was she loves it. So, like, she sent it to me. She was like, I knew they were gonna bring him back. I knew it.
Yeah. And here's the thing, bro. Like, motherfuckers, and especially with the complaints, and I mean, of course,
I
we know that
shit, man. Fuck all
we
that.
we know that. And here's the thing. You know what people aren't talking about is what variant of Tony Stark are we going to get in Secret Wars?
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. We're gonna get something crazy. Like, there has to be an Iron Man, and
you know what I mean,
in these Avengers movies. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. Are we going to get Superior, or who knows? Like, we don't know what variant of Tony Stark that we're going to actually get, because we know that they're going to introduce, and they already said we're going to see. What they're saying is, with this Secret Wars film, there is a possibility that we might see 64 or 67 characters in this film, which again, depending on what they do. Now, here's my question, and I wanted to kind of bring this up here, because if they're going off of the 2015 version of Secret Wars, which we know it definitely happens within that, do you think that we're going to see a version of Owen Reese, Jake?
Okay. Damn it, dude. I'm biting my tongue right now. No, I don't think we're going to see the Molecule Man. I think we're going to see somebody substituted for the Molecule Man.
Okay.
You know, there are a couple options, I think, but I don't think that they just introduced this guy who basically can just, you know, rearrange things at an atomic level like that.
Yeah.
I think that's something you got to build up to. Now, if they do introduce him in a couple upcoming movies in some way, shape, or form that leads into that, but I think that's a weird drop just to put in the Secret Wars movie or even Doomsday.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something you have to devote some time to developing and getting people on board. Because, I mean, it's like Adam Eve's powers basically in Invincible. Where I mean, that's what she does, and that's what Owen Reese does.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see somebody who has maybe a similar power set, and then they repurpose that power set to kind of act as a proxy for Molecule Man.
So,
good.
Okay. So while you're thinking about that, there's one particular character that I have in mind that we could possibly see in Fantastic Four, and I'll let you go from there. Then I'll wait till you finish, and then I'll tell you.
Oh, I was about to completely change course. I'm reading the chat, and I'm just like, I'm wanting to just jump out, and it's like, no, wait. You know, I just want to tackle some of those comments. But no, going back to the casting for Doom, though, I do want to just touch on a few things. One of them being, in order to keep on track, Marvel had to quickly pivot due to some circumstances that were outside of anybody else's control. We know what's going on with Kang. So what we have to really kind of take a step back and look at is they had this script ready for Kang Dynasty. And in order, and then we had, I mean, there's a lot of proof, right? They had the Russos that were in talks, and apparently Marvel turned them down, whatever it is. So it was probably just a certain pitch for this now Doomsday movie. But they did go, I don't think that they have time, resources, money to really go back and rewrite it from scratch. So what I think they did was they took that the existing previs, the existing script, and tweaked it so it's not Kang anymore, it's Doctor Doom. And we know that in the Kang Dynasty there was going to be most likely about 100 different versions of Kang on screen at one point. I think we're going to see the same thing with Doom. I think we're going to see a lot of different versions of Doom, and it's, again, there's precedence, a lot of precedence for that in the comics. The other thing I wanted to tackle is people who are talking about, oh, this is a desperate move by Marvel to bring RDJ back. I think you got to look at a couple other factors here. This man just won an Academy Award for Oppenheimer. This guy had his pick of the litter when it comes to movies he wanted to do. This guy could have done any fucking movie he wanted, and he wanted to come back to Marvel. So the Russos had to have had a script and a movie idea that was good enough to bring back Robert Downey Jr., who fucking commanded a $50 million paycheck in the last Avengers movies. And then not only that, but guys, just like Dan said, we are 5% of the fucking box office. This echo chamber we're in, your algorithms on social media are all tailored to your interest. But when Dan's mom is going to send him a Hall H panel reel, that news just went beyond us comic book fans, us movie fans. Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU just hit every casual moviegoer in the fucking world. Come on. Let's go. And 1-2 punch. Deadpool fucking killed it. Now they come out, Robert Downey Jr. coming back to the MCU. There it is.
Yeah, they got people hyped. Yeah.
Come on. Marvel's back.
This motherfucker turned to the Red Hawk live on screen.
I tried to keep my composure, but god damn it.
Yo, he turned to the Red Hawk on screen. Listen, let him cook. Yo, that was
great. That was great. Round of applause.
That was a round of applause, bro. Like, you cannot, like.
I need water. Hold on.
wait, he's not done.
He's got to reload. He's got to reload.
Yo, he just fucking cooked.
Time to make the chimichangas.
He cooked. I couldn't have said it better, bro. It makes
Yeah.
so much sense because people wanted a charge. They wanted a recharge. They wanted elements of what you got the old thing back with something different. And what did he say?
Same mask. No, different
Same
mask,
purpose.
same task.
Yo, same,
Yeah.
different man, same task.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? So again, anybody who knows, and here's the, one of the most important conversations that I want to kind of bring people back to, and to show you the similar concept of Tony Stark and Doom. I'm gonna take you all the way back to what was it? Age of Ultron. Let's take you back to Age of Ultron. Okay, what did Scarlet Witch say about Tony? What did she say about Tony Stark? Everything he believes that what he is doing is right. Even whatever sacrifice needs to be made, he believes that everything he is doing at that particular. Same for Doom. Doom does what he does for Latveria. He's doing what he does for his people.
Yep.
He don't give a fuck about the rest of the world.
Nope.
As long as that Latveria is safe and there's peace there, that's where it is. So
And
this is what
people love him for it.
and they love him for it, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes he's considered a tyrant, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's considered a tyrant, but at the same time, his people can see him as a tyrant, but they won't let nobody outside of Latveria fuck with him. Especially they won't. They just like, nah, we ain't having that. You know what I mean? Let us deal with it the way we deal with it, but you're not coming in here just wrecking shop. So this is what I'm saying. Just it's a weight type of situation. But I want to kind of go back. This is what I was thinking, Jake.
Yeah, sorry I derailed it, but I just
No,
had
because
to
I
get it
wanted
out.
you to cook. I definitely wanted you to cook, but this is what I'm thinking, right? What if we know that we had the Fantastic Four first? We know that there's a possibility that we're going to see Doom and probably an end credit scene or whatever before we actually get into the first movie, Doomsday. What if again we see a young Franklin Richards in this film?
Oh shit! Good call. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Fuck, dude. Yeah, there's your molecule, man. That's all you need. Good call.
And if he basically gets in the
What were
ear,
you doing?
Cook. I'm just saying, if he gets in the ear of a young Franklin Richards, and he's planting that seed, and again, we know that in the multiverse, there's different versions of Franklin Richards. We even know that basically in the comics, the older version of Franklin Richards came back to teach the younger Franklin Richards how to use his ability.
Dude,
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like right there is one of the biggest fucking possibilities that we could actually get a substitution for Owen Reese. Right there with Franklin Richards, bro.
I think you're spot on, and it's built into the Fantastic Four lore. You don't need the Molecule Man. You've got the son of Reed Richards, and his powers are, well, in the comics, it's been disputed one way or the other whether or not he's a mutant, but for the longest time, it was that he had mutant abilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think, and honestly, you just remind, if we're going to Fantastic Four, I will be right back on to go grab something.
Go get it, bro. Go get it, definitely. But I'm just saying, it makes perfectly good sense for us to see a young Franklin Richards molded. And we already know that in this particular film, Reed and Sue are together. They're together. If anybody has seen that teaser trailer, they're together. And I love that fucking teaser trailer, bro.
It is great.
I love, bro, even when she says some shit about her brother and when they panned in to see his face, I was like,
yeah, and ladies, he's very single.
Yeah, and yo, when they panned it on his face, he looked at the camera like this. Bro, this shit was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yo, I am telling you, I am so fucking excited about it. I know a lot of people aren't, but yo, I am fucking super duper excited about where this could actually go because it leads into so many different things. We got the Russo brothers back. Even hell yeah, if Dan's mom is fucking excited about this shit, which Dan, now you gotta take your mom to go see the movie, bro.
Yeah.
Be a good son. Be a good son.
You gotta take your mom to go see the movie, bro. That ain't she ain't gonna let that sit. without you doing it. She gonna probably remind you, like, "Hey, baby, did you get them tickets yet?"
Trying to take her and my dad to go see fucking Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, did you take them yet, or you didn't?
No, I think they might go today. I'm not sure, but
Word,
I
word.
saw it on Thursday.
Word. I got to go see it again. I saw it on Thursday
I need to
night
see it again
myself.
too, man.
Yeah.
I'm going
what
again
you got?
on Friday.
Oh, you going again? You said
I'm
you
going again on Friday.
Oh, you going again this Friday?
Yeah. I saw it just this past Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going again with other people. I wanted to see it. I just went by myself. I wanted to see it because I don't want to be spoiled. I didn't want to be spoiled by it. Because I know it's hard to stay off getting out of, not seeing anything for a week. So I figured I'm just going to go see it. And the thing is that everybody was laughing so much. Like, there's stuff I missed because I couldn't hear people.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see it again so I can get all the jokes and understand everything.
Yeah, bro. It's definitely is worth seeing again. And again, bro, I know a lot of people were, sort of upset, which we're going to talk about that next. Jake, you said you wanted to show something off real quick.
Well, if we're getting into the Fantastic Four talk, yes, I have something I would definitely like to share / recommend for people because the trailer. So, whenever we get to that, I've got it sitting right here.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah. We're going to definitely get into that because again, I want to bring this up here really quick so people will know what the title is. Just in case you don't know what the title of the film is, it is called The Fantastic Four: First Steps.
So that's First Steps was necessary, but
yeah. Well, yeah, First Steps is definitely not but I'm thinking First Steps is not what we think it is.
Baby's First Steps, Franklin.
Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's so much. So here's also my question is, are we going to basically see, would you think we actually might see a variant or we might see the same version of Agatha? You know what I mean? Because she was Franklin's, you know what I mean? You think we might?
I don't think Agatha is going to be in this movie at all because this is the MCU Fantastic Four origin, really.
True.
But that was an interesting thought. It didn't even cross my mind. So
yeah, I just because I mean, again, I'm just looking at every single possibility, that could definitely be here. But First Steps could, and again, like that Hall H presentation was decent. They showed the actual flying car on the presentation. Yeah, how did they do that?
There were no wires.
There were no wires on that?
I didn't see any wires, and I looked. I'm wondering if it was just really lightweight and there were drones in it that were.
That's what I think it was.
No, it was the Howard Stark Expo from the first Avengers cap. That's what it was.
It might have definitely been. Like, I think
it looked great though. It looked really cool.
It did look great. They flew the entire cast, and so. Here's the thing, Jake, and we were talking about this. Everybody, we were talking about this behind the scenes. Actually, I'm gonna go to Costa first here on this one. Costa, what do you think? Seeing the cast. I don't know if you've seen the cast at Hall H. If not, but what do you think about already looking at the cast? I like it. And I'm sorry. I'm a Vanessa Kirby shield, bro. I'm sorry because I love Vanessa Kirby. Yeah, her in Mission Impossible, her in anything that she's actually ever played, she fucking kills it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
She fucking kills it, and I definitely enjoy her. But what do you think about the cast as far as the chemistry? What are your thoughts behind it, bro?
I think at least from what I've seen. I didn't get a chance to see the video from yesterday. I've seen, the photos. I think that they will come together and gel. It's kind of hard not to with Pedro Pascal there. Feels like such a positive soul that would bring everybody together. But like having the guy that plays Cousin from The Bear, Matt.
Yeah,
so
and he brings the right temperament, bro.
I mean,
he was in The Punisher as well.
Yeah, he was an android.
He was. Forgot.
Yeah.
And then what's it, Eddie Munson? Stranger Things. I mean, they picked a stellar cast. I mean, a lot of people might not have thought of as Pedro as Reed Richards, but I haven't seen anything that I haven't liked him in. So I'd like to give everybody a shot. I'm excited for it. I think the cast is going to gel really great. We're gonna get I feel that we got the pandemic stuff out. We got the Bob Chapek wanting a bajillion content. He just wanted content so he could fill up Disney Plus in that time. So like when everybody's like pushed to get so much content out and you're just trying to hit these timelines to get the stuff out, the CGI suffered, the story suffered. I'm hoping that this little like soft reset of only having one movie this year and Agatha coming up in September gives some time to like develop all this stuff. And I really feel pretty positive about Brave New World, the Fantastic Four, just the stuff that's going to come out next year. I'm really super excited about. So I really can't wait to see it and actually give it a chance. Because there was a lot of stinkers like last year, especially with Secret Invasion. I don't know. Anyway, I'm super hyped. I'm excited about this. I gotta go, but hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday.
Man. Thank you for being here, brother. I see you tonight.
See you, Costa.
Yeah, come out tonight for Points of Articulation, 8:30 Eastern time, guys. And enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be having that conversation tonight. Figuregraph, I see you out there too, bro. If you want to jump in, man, send me a message, bro. I'll send you the link if you want to definitely pop in. Jake, how do you feel about that? And I know, okay, we talked about this behind the scenes. I know how you feel about Pedro Pascal. Or you think that, he wasn't your first choice, but you think that, it does look good. What are your thoughts, bro?
All right. So I'm gonna preface this whole thing by saying this Fantastic Four trailer is my absolute favorite thing to come out of SDCC. Bar none. Honestly, the Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. as Doom casting doesn't come close. The Thunderbolts stuff doesn't come close. The Captain America stuff doesn't come close. This was by far my favorite thing to come out of Comic-Con. Now, for some reference, my son, his first name is Halen, but I call him Hal for short for Hal Jordan. His middle name is Reed, after Reed Richards. So I'm a big fan. No, Pedro Pascal was not my first choice, and it's not necessarily because he doesn't look like what I think of Reed Richards looking like when I think of the character. It's more so he's in so many franchises right now, and let's be honest, the guy's is getting up there a little bit in age. So when they cast him, I just thought, well, how long are they expecting him to be Reed Richards? How long are they keeping Reed Richards in the MCU? Because 90. Yeah, right. Yeah. But it just made me kind of question that. Is he going to be passing off the baton to Valeria and Franklin sooner than I was hoping for them to do that? But that trailer absolutely knocked me off my ass. I loved every second of it. I loved the space race backdrop, the aesthetic of the 1960s. They did confirm that this does not take place in the mainline 616 universe, that this actually is an alternate universe of Fantastic Four, which I think this puts into scope. I think I said this earlier, but this puts into scope where they're going with the multiverse. I mean, you're introducing Galactus in the very first movie. We know what he does. He obliterates and annihilates worlds.
Yeah. And
this whole thing reminded me, this is why I went and had to go grab it. If you haven't read Mark Russell's Fantastic Four life story right here, it is 6 issues long. I've got all 6 issues here. This whole trailer reminded me of issue 1. Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four life story. See, it says the 60s. Each issue goes into a different decade. So issue 2 is the 70s, 80s, all the way up to the 2000s. But in this first issue, he makes contact with an entity out in the far reaches of space, and he's not sure what it is, who it is. He just knows it's a bad omen, and then he kind of spends the rest of his life obsessing over it and trying to figure out, and this is an imminent incoming threat eventually. Turns out it's Galactus, and he kind of devotes his whole life into cracking that code and how to save his world from Galactus. But this all takes place again in the 60s, and it has that feel that we felt in this trailer. So I think they're actually going to be taking a lot of inspiration, from this particular series and injecting it into this movie. So I would recommend anybody who's curious. It's only 6 issues. Like I said, it's not much of an investment. They have a trade paperback out of it. It'd take you not a whole lot of time to read. But I'm stupid excited for this movie. I think Richie from The Bear as Ben Grimm is great. I think Eddie Munson from Stranger Things, he just seems like such a cool guy in real life, you know. And I think his take on Johnny is going to be different than what we saw back in the 2005 Chris Evans version, which I think that's good. I think that's going to be fun to play off of Vanessa Kirby. Until you said that she was in the Mission Impossible movies, I didn't even recognize her. And then I went, oh, okay. And then Pedro Pascal. I mean, the guy is tried and true. I mean, we know he's a great actor. He's carrying The Mandalorian. He's carrying The Last of Us. He's done, what was that movie with Nick Cage? Or he was just so good. He was the Viper in Game of Thrones. The dude can act. We know that. I'm just wondering how long he's supposed to be Reed Richards in the MCU.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
And that last shot of the trailer, oh man,
shivers.
Yeah. Dan, you didn't see it. I'll send it to you if you ain't see it yet, bro.
I haven't seen it yet. Send it to me. I'll
yeah. We'll definitely send it to you, bro, because I fucking loved it, bro. Like I definitely love what I saw. That last shot was dope, but I just like the feel of it because one of the things that I felt as though we were missing. Well, definitely what we were missing from that and again, I mean, I understand and I respect everyone's interpretation on how they want to actually do a film. That last Fantastic Four that we got was a tragedy. I'm sorry, it was corny.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. And
come on, bro. Like they could have did something completely different. That shit was terrible and it was rushed. You know,
I saw that movie for free and I still want a refund.
Bro, right. But one of the things that we're missing was that family, the feel of a family connection, you know, and you know that it was believable at that point. And I even like in the trailer, like there was like, bro, even like the whole dating game reference. That shit was it. I can see that, especially for fucking Ben Grimm for some fucking reason, bro. Like the way they interpreted this. I mean, this trailer, the way it was interpreted was definitely dope. I'm excited about it. You know, Chewy, what do you think about like just how do you feel about the whole you know, not just the casting, but just the film, the feel of the film and where it's going, bro?
I honestly I haven't been excited for a Marvel movie in years.
Yeah.
And I saw this trailer and that's gone now. I'm invested in this. I like literally, we don't know everything about the story. We don't really even know specifically what's going to happen, but from the the first time I heard the casting and I saw the photos that they had put, that one drawing that someone did, that art, that sort of
Phil Noto.
Yeah. That hooked me right there.
Yeah.
And just the way that they're clearly planning on handling this.
Yeah.
I think it's respectful to where it comes from. And it's corny to say it. It feels right. Like everything about this to me feels right.
Yeah. It
and
does.
Because of that, I'm 100% in. I mean, look at Pedro there with his Cypress Hill shirt on. I love that. I love that.
Right.
But I mean, like this cast is like Evan Moss Backrack, who's playing who's cousin from Richie
from the Bear.
I would never have thought of him as Ben Grimm, and then once they announced that, I immediately was like, of course.
Yeah.
That's 100% perfect casting.
And that's what Marvel did so well in the early stages, and they're doing it again, taking these actors you wouldn't have thought about, putting them in these roles. You're like, okay, let's go.
There's only one time I think that I was, and it was very back in the very, very early days, but when they first announced Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man, that seemed to me like he is Tony Stark. So like, how much more perfect can you be? And I remember at the time, people were like, "Oh, they probably had to take out insurance on him and all this other." People were making jokes about his substance abuse past and everything else, and I'm like, "Do you not?" Clearly never read Iron Man comics. You don't
Right. Yeah.
That's exactly how it happens.
He's his own worst enemy at all times.
Like, this guy is the perfect person to play this part, and it revitalized his entire career.
Yeah. Basically
like
it, bro.
He just won an Oscar.
Yep.
Would not have
nominated
Iron Man.
before, but he actually won an Oscar, and he deserved it too.
Bro, how many times have they cast individuals that have been questioned? And then after a few years of seeing this person in action, seeing their portrayal, you're comfortable with that person. You say like, yo, they are fucking nailing it to the point where you're just like, no, I never want to see that recast again.
Chris Evans
is Cap, right?
Yeah.
Everybody saw him as Human Torch, and they was like, yo, there's no fucking way.
He's too funny. He's too young. He's too funny.
Bro.
He's too this. He's too that. It's like, now no one wants anyone else to play Captain America. Like, that's just he's Steve Rogers.
Bro, and here's the thing, like, especially after seeing him in Deadpool Wolverine, bro, it's like you forgot how funny he fucking is.
Dude, I was just talking about that earlier today with my girl. I was like, I remember the early days, and they were talking about Captain America, and the names being thrown around were John Krasinski, Chris Evans, and Channing Tatum. Had it been Channing Tatum, I would have boycotted that movie. But Chris Evans, I was like, man, the guy from Not Another Teen Movie and Fantastic Four and like Cellular and The Losers, like that guy. And then 5 minutes into
he was pretty good in The Losers.
I loved him.
He was.
But he, in my opinion, he had never played a role like Steve Rogers, and I was sold in 5 minutes.
It's true. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like the casting seems to be getting back to what they were doing 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Where they were going for actors that they felt this is the right person for this part, regardless of history, regardless of what kind of roles they've played before. We see this guy or this woman in this role. Vanessa Kirby,
bro,
is 100% Sue
Storm.
Yes,
100% Sue Storm.
And this trailer sold me. Yeah.
I'm just so excited for this movie that it's weird. It's weird for me because I didn't expect for it to hit me the way it's hit me.
Yeah.
I thought it would be something where I'd be like, okay, that looks cool. But I'm like, no, I want to see this yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
I want
it want it absolutely right now. And I think they're going to kill it.
I think so.
There was plenty of more, and Dan, like, what do you, after seeing his announcement, and Dan, I remember like in the past, we've had conversations about Pedro, bro. And me and you were pretty much on the same page. Like, yo, let him cook. Because I think he's a good actor. He's a good actor. He can do a lot of shit. We know but here's the thing, and I say like because he's in a lot of franchises, but obviously they're picking this dude for a reason because testing, even bro, as bad as Wonder Woman 84 was, bro, I still enjoyed his interpretation.
Can't really blame him.
Maxwell Lord, like. You can't really, the direction he was given was based on everything that this man has been in. Like he is definitely hell. He was my favorite fucking character in The Gentleman, bro. And not The Gentleman. What was it? The Kingsman.
Have you seen him in Triple Frontier?
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's a great movie. I love that.
Fuck yeah, bro.
But everything he's a good actor.
He's a good fucking actor. Everything he basically touches, bro, like he just fucking nails it. And I was like, yo, now seeing them all together, it would have been questionable. But when you see them together, like even seeing them on stage, him and Vanessa Kirby, like somebody said, they were extra cozy. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's just this, he eludes that chemistry. Like he gives off that chemistry when everything he plays. So I'm super fucking excited about it.
People were complaining about him playing Joel.
Yeah, I remember that.
I get it. Like, he's not exactly a white man, a gruffled white man, but he fucking plays the character perfectly.
He kind of looks like he still look like that's the thing when people say, well, if he's not white, it's like look at him standing there. He looks white.
Yeah,
He's Dornish. We all know that.
yeah. He's
you know.
Dornish.
Yeah.
He's Dornish. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
If-
he's
if-
Dornish.
If anything, like I mean, a lot of people should be complaining, which there probably will be people complaining about the simple fact that the cast, if by looking at them, or you never know, but because the cast isn't Jewish, you know what I mean. So
That's right.
Is the guy who plays Ben Jewish in real life? You know,
I don't know.
that's something they've really emphasized in the comics a lot more about Ben in the past.
I don't
10
know.
years or so.
He might be Jewish, but I don't know the background. But that's what I'm saying. Like
I
that
totally
would be
forgot about the Jewish angle of that.
yeah. That would be like the common thread of the Fantastic Four themselves in the group. So I don't know whether or not they'll actually make that reference, but we got to definitely see. Now we can go on and on about what happened.
I have one more thing I want to say about Fantastic Four. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just now realized it too. I loved this trailer so much, and I just realized we didn't even see an inkling of any of them using their powers at all.
No, at all.
That's right.
Not
No.
a single look at him.
Not a
We
single
only got
fucking
to see
thread.
a silhouette of Ben Grimm, and that was it.
Yeah, which I want to see him in the Hulk fight. I really want that.
The
Bro.
only thing I will say is in that one match game scene there, or whatever it was, the game show, the loving game show.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Mallrats.
Where you see him sitting on the you see him sitting on the chair. He didn't look a lot bigger than the other guys.
No, he's maybe 7 feet tall in this, if that.
Yeah, they're not making him like a massive CG monster, which actually I like.
Yeah.
I like that. That was one of the things
Yeah.
I did like about the old FF movie from the early 2000s was
Right.
it was Michael Chiklis
Practical.
in a suit.
Yep.
I like the suit.
I
mean,
like
yeah.
those movies. They're guilty pleasures. I enjoy
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Bro, Jessica Alba as Sue Storm, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I have no fucking problems with that, bro, at all.
Yeah.
And I think she
Yeah.
definitely killed
Not
it,
at all.
bro.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
at
I mean, not at
No
all,
issues
bro.
whatsoever.
She even said like she wouldn't mind coming back, so I wouldn't even mind. What if they basically brought her back as a
With
multiversal
the original
version?
team, they all meet. That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like I'd be cool with that. Like I definitely don't have
The way
any
that
type of-
the way that
Seeing
they,
Chickless back would be cool.
yeah, the way that they kind of made the love letter at the end of Deadpool for the Fox universe there during the credits. I could see them bringing them back just in a similar way, like maybe just as a quick cameo.
Just not the way they did it in the Flash, right? Just not like
No,
that.
God, no.
Yeah, let's not talk about that atrocity.
no.
Yeah, let's not we don't really
Yeah.
need to kind of dwell on that.
Let's not invoke that.
George Clooney is not my Batman. Fuck that.
Ben Affleck isn't mine.
I like
Damn
that.
it.
Hey, Philly, I put because I saw you out there because I couldn't. Philly, I put the link in the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group if you want to jump in. So it's there. So definitely it's out there for you. I know you said you want to jump in for a few minutes before you go. So it's actually in the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group if you want to jump in. Now we can talk about this as much as anything else, but I want to kind of dip in and also Hall H. But I know we want to, just for the interest of time, I want to kind of jump into this right here as well.
Holy hell, it's been an hour already.
Yeah, I want to. I definitely
dude.
I want to talk about this. We're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine now. Then this was the talk of last week, and I think this was a good start to what we were gonna. And it was a start to a good busy ass fucking week. And I know that people have their thoughts. I've seen nothing but positive conversations about this film. And I remember coming out of the theater, I was talking to Vinny, which, tomorrow we're going to actually have this conversation more in depth. But I remember coming out of this film and I was like, the one thing that I would tell people to do is really separate and really tame your expectations of this tying in. There might be references, but I would also view this, in my opinion, as a standalone film for Deadpool, not something. And I think it's basically, again, more of and what we've been talking about. And I was wondering why people kept saying it's a love letter to Fox. It's a love letter to Fox. It's a love letter to Fox's universe and stuff like that. It really was. If you basically take it from, it was basically putting closure on that universe and tying it up in like a nice little bow.
Just saying goodbye.
Just
Everyone
basically
got their ending.
Yeah, everybody basically got the ending and they were saying goodbye, to that universe. And I think they did it and here's the thing, and Jake, it's crazy because I know I say this shit all the time, and as much as I fucking hated Thor Love and Thunder, bro, and I hated it because of just, I thought for that particular character and for Thor, the overabundance of jokes wasn't really called for. But when we're talking about Deadpool and how he breaks the fourth wall and who the character is and how he was designed to be in this fucking film, it made absolutely good sense and it was done well. Yo, I have never laughed so fucking hard at the mention, and I talked to you about this yesterday, Rob. Fucking Baby Knife, bro.
Yeah, Baby Knife. Baby Knife.
Bro.
Just in the middle of everything, all you hear, damn.
Bro, every time he said Baby Knife, ask Toya, bro, I laughed my ass off. And I was like, yo, I actually wanted to hear more because it was funny as fuck.
And they didn't overplay it either.
No,
They like maybe 4 times at most, but yeah, it was done well.
bro. I'm fucking. After I watched it, bro, and I really, because I had to sit, I didn't even do my review until the next day. Because I wanted to sit with it and really just make a conscious effort to write something about it. But bro, it was so fucking funny, but it was well done, and it had everything, even from the emotional beats, were well placed.
Yeah,
like literally, it was well placed, and I thought they did it so well. Even bro, how they made it a point. And even fucking Channing Tatum was in on it. And I don't give a fuck that there's spoilers. Everybody out there, you knew why you were here. If you had a chance to see it, if you don't want to be here, then you're in the wrong place. Sorry.
Because my mic was still on.
I just have to say this because we're going to enter some spoiler territory here. So if you haven't seen the film, you may not want to be here. And I completely understand. But even them getting Channing Tatum in on the joke.
I think Philly's backstage.
Oh, he is? He is?
I think so.
All right, we got him. Even getting him in on the joke. We got Philly. Figurecraft is in the building. What is going on with you, brother?
What's up, fellas? Hey.
What's up, dude?
I just want to be part of this good-looking panel. I'm ugly, so I want to feel a little good-looking.
Bro, hell no, man. Thank you
handsome
for coming
man
through,
everywhere.
Bro.
Oh, you're the king of SDCC.
Hell yeah, bro.
And it's still going on. You know what? It's funny. Really funny story real quick. Because my ass is getting old, I passed on a Saturday ticket. And if I would have not passed, I would have been there with my man Calvin and I would have witnessed all that greatness. And I'm like,
dude,
damn it.
Calvin hit me up saying he was in Hall H for that. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, he sent me a video.
He sent videos in our LWO group chat.
So he got into Hall H.
I'm not cool enough to be in those.
From his phone, he sent videos.
Yeah. He told me he got in about. He says he swears he was the group he was with. He was like the last 4 or 5 people, but he got in right where I think Anthony Mackie was talking, and then he saw the rest of it.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I'm like, you know what? I'm not jealous. I said I'm happy that at least one of us got to see that.
Got a chance to see it.
That was history in the making.
Yeah.
That's.
Is he there today too?
He's there right now with Miguel. Yeah. So
okay.
He's gonna stop by on his way back. But I'm telling you, man, like, damn, like Comic-Con's back. I mean, last year was uneventful, and this year is like, what? It's insane. It's insane. I mean, I'm looking forward to next year for sure. And I'm gonna do I'm doing all 4 days. So and Lael, you're coming with too. You're gonna stay with us. So
where Hall H? What I got to get there, bro.
Next year, right? Next year.
I'm trying, bro. You don't know how hard I am trying to get there, bro. Like literally, I am. I've been unsuccessful for the last couple of years, bro. But definitely,
you've been right. You've been before.
Never
been. Okay, all right.
Never.
That's it. It's settled, man. You're coming down. That's
never
it.
been there, bro. So I definitely got to make it over, man. So you already know, bro. But thank you for coming through.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
As always, bro. I know this, you got some things to do. So I guess that's what I said in the interest of time. I wanted to kind of dive into this here and try and kind of connect this to what everything we got going on. Because we're going to breeze through last week because everything's been talked about. So we're going to definitely breeze through, what happened last week. But this fucking movie,
man.
Like literally everything about it, bro. I would say like when motherfuckers were like, I kind of met this with trepidation, not for the film, but for the conversation of, is Marvel back? Because we know that we can't depend on one particular film to say that they are fully back. I would say that this is a fucking step in the right direction, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
100% a step in the right fucking direction, bro.
It just feels nice not to fucking watch a Disney Plus series. That's all.
Yes.
And bro, am I right in saying at Hall H they didn't talk about not one fucking Disney Plus show?
Yep.
They didn't.
That I heard.
Nah, they didn't even talk about Agatha unless it was in a separate panel. They didn't talk about anything.
They had 2 Hall H panels, I think. One was Saturday, obviously, but one might have been Friday too, and I don't think that one got a lot of coverage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was that the one with the boys announcements and shit?
Yeah.
I think that might have been that one.
Yeah,
and Deadpool and Wolverine too. But I'm saying that they're back to quality versus quantity, and that's what we want.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, this was definitely peak MCU. I do believe that, bro. This movie was everything I wanted. And I'm just going to say this, and I'm telling y'all out there, this is spoiler territory, and I'm letting y'all know. There was one particular scene, and it happened like that, right? We know it happened like that.
Oh.
But I'm telling you right now, I don't use this, and I never actually ever use this, but it is a day one pre-order for me, bro. That fucking brown.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming up.
Yep.
I have a still of it right now on my computer screen.
Oh man.
I'm like
Bro.
Googling over it.
That suit
Yep.
looks so good on him, bro.
It did. Yeah, it really did.
That suit looked fucking perfect, bro.
Yep.
Now here's the thing. The only one scene that didn't gel well with me is because of the way it looked and because of the era that we know. It was the Age of Apocalypse version that we saw.
Yeah.
It looked like it was in an alleyway, and the placement for that was just so quick. It just didn't seem right.
Yeah.
I dug it.
But for what it was, I dug it. That's what I'm saying. I dug it, but it was just I had to get used to it as quickly as what, brother. Just short ass Wolverine shit,
Dude. That's what I wanted
That
to say.
shit was
man.
funny, dude. He was like
What a
4'8",
perfect way.
dude. That shit was hilarious.
That was funny. Oh, you're
Perfect
so
way to,
little.
like, shut everybody up about his height. So
You know what's funny? The thing that really added the humor to it, I think they gave him like a douchebag V-neck.
Yeah.
Wasn't he wearing a
Yeah,
V-neck?
he had all the he was hella hairy too.
Oh, that was good.
Like that was funny as fuck, dude. I was like, dude, they really like they didn't even make him like 5'3". They made him like 4'8", bro. Like he was barely.
No,
taller
he
than
was
Barry.
5'2".
yeah,
Dude,
bro.
it was
they made-
fucking funny, bro.
He
They
looked smaller
made-
because I think his head
Yeah.
was the same size. Just the body.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head was the same size. The body was just something. And bro, when he called him Calverine, bro,
Oh, Calverine, yeah, that was great.
Calverine, I laughed my ass off.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
bro, I was actually honestly I was there in the theater from one thing and one thing only. That was a CX-23. I got what I wanted, but it was a bonus that everything else was good.
Yep.
Like definitely it was.
Yeah.
I thought this movie had a lot of heart. It definitely did. Things that we were looking for, questions that were answered in a certain way, and I was so glad. Spoiler. That they did not show Blake Lively's face.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah,
I was just happy that they actually, because again, like everybody was talking about it. And did y'all know that was Matthew McConaughey as Cowboy?
Yep.
Mhm.
I heard the
Oh,
voice.
yeah.
immediately
No.
knew
His
it.
voice is
Yeah,
very
that was
recognizable.
Matthew
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 bro.
McConaughey, Cowboy.
no idea.
Deadpool.
Yeah, that was
That's
him.
great.
That was
All
fucking him,
right.
bro. So actually, we can honestly
Nathan
say
Fillion
that-
was Headpool.
Yeah, so we can say
Was
that
he
Matthew
really?
McConaughey is
Yeah.
part of the MCU now, literally. He is because he was the boy.
He had his kid too, and part of the
Yeah,
voice.
his
both of
daughter.
his kids.
Yeah,
His daughter, yeah, both of his kids were definitely there as well. That was phenomenal. Yeah, the movie. I'm gonna pass it on to you guys. I'm just gushing over because I thought it was incredible. It was definitely an incredible film, and I can understand that there are maybe some people out there that didn't like the film, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. Jake, what was your thoughts about it, bro?
This is one of those that I think I just need to see again. I think I was a little overwhelmed with keeping my eyes peeled for Easter eggs and cameos. And at the end of the day, there weren't really as many cameos as I was thinking there were going to be. Because everyone made it sound like, oh my God, there's so many different ones. And I guess if you count all the different, like the Wolverine montage of all the different ones, maybe, you know, it was galore. But I thought it was a great time at the theater. That's what I thought. I thought it was fun. I had a great time. I laughed. I think some of maybe the more nuanced parts of the movie washed over me a little bit more than I would like, instead of soaking it in, because I was just kind of constantly on alert for what else is coming, what am I keeping my eyes out for, because I just didn't want to miss anything, you know. So I feel like I was kind of on edge, wanting to pay attention to who else was going to pop up. And so I will say this: the movie lost at least half a point for me with Channing Tatum's Gambit. Fuck, I hate that. I'm so glad that movie never got made. And just putting him in this, I mean, I'm glad that Deadpool just did nothing but poke fun at him.
And his dialect coach and all that. Bro.
Yeah, and he looked like shit in the costume. So I mean, there was a little plus for me, but no, I had a great time with it. And I think I found my new favorite phrase for cocaine, which is the devil's dandruff. So that shit made me laugh. So no, I had a great time. I definitely have to see it again to know how I truly feel about it as a film. But finally seeing Wolverine in the cowl, even though I think the white on the eyes were just a little too big, kind of looked a little weird here and there. I love seeing it.
I think that was my favorite suit was definitely the brown. I mean, this suit was cool. The only thing about the end is, and when he actually finally, pulled the cowl over his face, as good as it was, and I know people were anticipating it, it did, in a sense, in some aspect of it, look a little cosplayish, and right. That's just like a little small nitpick,
But it kind of shows, bro. But it shows us why they
blowjob handles.
Yeah,
blowjob handles. Yeah.
What's the rim resistance on those blowjob handles?
But I think that really speaks to why they never really try to do it in a movie before. I mean, how do you make it look good? How do you make it look right? The other thing that this does, I think, so when Feige came out and said this is like an 8 out of 10 as far as the importance to the overall MCU, I think he was maybe over exaggerating a little bit. But I did not know that Strange's sling ring could also hop interdimensionally. I thought I was like, okay, well, if that opens up that potential, then okay, cool. Then that might show us how Deadpool and Wolverine eventually end up in Secret Wars.
Did you see? And before I actually jump into this, we got my man. Come on, man, the luckiest motherfucker pretty much on the planet. I don't know how.
Speaking of the devil,
I don't know how the fuck. Yeah, I hear you.
Yep.
Damn good looking man.
Did I hear somebody say Hall H?
Yeah, bro. Bro, how the fuck did you get in, bro? Like, how the fuck did you get in there like that, bro?
6 hours waiting, goddammit. And literally we were the last 4 they fucking let in. Bro, it was fucking madness.
He flashed them pearly whites and they said, come on in.
Come in, man.
Yep. So we get in the con yesterday, and everybody had, this person wanted to pick up commissions from over here. This person wanted to run over here and get this artist. So I went to Scott Williams, tried to get one thing done. He was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore today. I'm like, oh, all right. So I go meet up with Miguel. And as I'm walking over to meet Miguel, I ran to Cam, and then I sent a message. And Marco was like, hey, guys, I'm going to try Hall H. I'm going to see what the line looks like. And Hughes was like, all right, if you want to, good luck. So he's like, hey, the line's not too bad. Hey, I'm actually getting in. I was like, oh shit, well, I'm gonna meet him. He's like, hey y'all, I got 2 seats. So come on over. I'm like, cool. So I go over there and thinking I was just gonna be able to be cool and just walk on in. They're like, yeah, no, you gotta go through the line. So they had like a section like 30 people off to the side. And then I was like, all right, so I went through the line, went to the metal detectors, and I was like maybe number 9, right, of the new line that they had set up. Within an hour, there was like hundreds of people behind me. Now, by that point, like 4 or 5 of the guys met up with me. We just rolled it out. 6 hours later, they took 20 of us. Now, by that point, several people had already started to leave. So they took 20, maybe 30 of us. They let the first 3 people in front of me go in, and the dude put the chain back right in front of me as I'm trying to walk. I was like, "Yo, my man, don't play me like that. Come on now, don't do me like that. I've been here too long. Don't do me like that." He's like, "Well, just wait. You're almost guaranteed to get in." I said, "What the fuck does that mean? That's like being almost pregnant. It either you are or you're not." That shit don't make no sense. So like 10 minutes went by, we saw a guy come out, and he was like, "How many of you guys?" We're like, 4 of us. He's like, "You 4?" He's like, "Come on in." Walked on in. We literally, I heard Anthony Mackie's voice as we were walking in, and literally, because they're like, "Well, go find your seat." Just as they said that, and I heard Anthony Mackie's voice say something, and then the lights just went dark, and then the fucking trailer for Cap came up. And they showed us a real reveal of Hulk. It was as if the camera was panning up on the podium of the United States for the president, and the next thing you know, the fucking Hulk just rolls up behind the podium and plays went bananas. And then they had Harrison come out after that. It was fucking sick. But the one thing that pissed me off was the workers kept bothering us. But they're like, "Yo, you can't stand here." I'm like, "Okay," so I took a step over here. So I'm like, "I'm watching this trailer." "Oh, you can't stand here." I stepped over here. I'm like, "They're like, you gotta find a seat. It's dark in here. I can't see shit but these screens. Where am I supposed to go?"
Yeah.
So by that point, I just had to cut it because it was like, what, 4 of us? I knew Marco had at least one seat still, so I just started hitting Marco like, "Yo, where you at?" And Marco has a pretty sweet seat. I said he was far to the left, but maybe like row 20 from the front.
Yeah.
He had some nice seats because when we first got in, we were way in the back. There was like 5 screens like to the back from the stage, so people in the back to see what was going on. It was crazy. So found a seat with Marco, and then that's when we got to see Thunderbolts come out with Florence Pugh. I was in the same building with Florence Pugh. That woman was so fine. I was like, "Woo!" And then, man, yeah, okay, I'm back. And then we had, he lied to us originally. Thought he lied and was like, "Well, you know, I would love to show you guys the cast of Fantastic Four, but unfortunately they're in London already." But we didn't really have anything to film yet, but we have the director, so they pulled the director out. He talked a little bit. Then they showed us like a little commercial clip of shit. It was pretty dope though. And then
Yeah, I saw some of it.
we saw like we saw the silhouette of the thing. We didn't get to see actually the thing, but we saw a silhouette of him. It was as if it was a like a Love Connection show. And the girl was like, they're like, "Well, you've spoken to all the contestants. Who do you pick?" She was like, "I want contestant number 3." And they panned over to the 3 guys, but they were all in the shadows. And you saw his big ass frame on the shadows.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And then they brought the cast out, and then they had that drone car go over the stage. And then they did a montage. Well, no, Fabio was like, "All right, y'all, well, I think that's it. Unless you guys want to talk about Avengers, maybe."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Well, how about we introduce you guys to the new directors of the Avengers movies coming up?" So then they did a little montage of Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Russo came out, shut the place down. And then, so they showed us Secret Wars title first.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yo, well, you can't do that right without a character that we haven't brought forth yet, right?" So, and then you start seeing like the congregation of Doomsday come in when they pull up the screen, because the screen turned green, and they let that shit go. And I've rewatched the video now that I've had time to, process all this. You see Robert Downey Jr. dipping in from the backside. You see him dipping in behind everybody else. And hold up. So this is what's funny. Look at this one step. How you doing, Rob? Nice to see you downstairs. I got Leo here and the guys over here. Look at that.
Rob, what is up?
What's up? I can't hear you.
Can't hear him.
Oh, you guys hear him?
Yeah,
No.
I can't hear him. What'd he say?
He said, "Who gives a fuck about making Walking Dead figures?" Who cares about the Walking
I'm
Dead
with you,
figures?
Rob. I could not get
Who gives a fuck? Where's the fellowship? My man, good to see you again.
Yo, let me talk to Rob.
Who cares?
Robert
So far,
Bonds.
yeah. I got into the Hall H yesterday. I'm explaining them yesterday about how that went down. It was amazing. Sat line for 6 hours. It went down.
I'm fangirling, man.
Sorry? I didn't. I saw the big ass for it. But I got here Thursday night and went to the see that for me. So just sitting there talking to
Calvin, let Rob know I'm fangirling.
Yo, they're fangirling over you right now.
Yeah, bro.
All right, bro. Good seeing you again, bro. Yeah, man. He just walked up. I was like, wait a minute. Why would I put him on?
Fucking jealous, bro. I wish I was
I can
there,
finally
right?
say I screamed raw.
Yeah, look, sunny California, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where Cam's at. He did something yesterday. I was trying to get him to go to Hong Kong. He said he was down. I called him last night. I don't know where he's at, so I tried.
Bro, you know what? You know what light-skinned motherfuckers doing there in California, bro.
Hey, Cam got a fresh bald head, a nicely shaved up beard. Yo, he out here doing his thing.
Yeah, but Calvin, you look like the guy from the Old Spice commercials, man. You put a change.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's some funny ass shit, bro.
That's
Fuck
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I just want to dip in real quick. I might not use me to bring my badge so I can jump in here, but
Okay.
I wanted to holler at you guys real quick. Good seeing everybody.
No, bro, appreciate
Philly,
that.
I'll hit you. I'm gonna see Philly when I get out of here. So yeah, man. Jay, good seeing you, bro. Dan, you my man.
Yes,
You know, got Robert back here still with the feathers. Yeah, where's he at? He's back here somewhere. He's back here somewhere. Somewhere there.
Yeah,
It's boom.
we see.
Duke of dope
I'm like,
discourse right there.
Hell
You know
yeah,
what I'm
bro.
saying? And this is my first time meeting Rob. I met him, 2 days ago we saw him in the con, and then he just happens to walk up right now. So,
Hell yeah,
good
bro.
time.
Tell him I said
Have
what
fun,
up,
man.
man. All right,
We'll
bro.
do. All right, y'all.
All right.
I'll holler at you.
All right, check you out.
Peace.
Check you out, man. Bro, I'm fucking jealous as fuck, bro.
Same.
I
You
am.
the
You
hell
coming next
stream?
year? You coming next year, man?
Oh man, I just fuck yeah, bro. I gotta get there next year, bro. I definitely do. Because I mean, I definitely got to get there because I know Star Wars Celebrations around like it's before that, but I'm fucking coming, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm coming, bro. Jake,
Road
you
trip.
going too, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You too,
Chewy,
Jake. Yep.
I know you in Canada, but fuck that, bro. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You gotta make that shit happen, bro.
All right.
We gotta go. We
Let's
gotta
do
go
it.
because I'm tired of fucking sitting here listening to everybody's fucking story, bro. I'm over that. Dan, did
I
you
haven't
go?
been there
Did you
since
go?
2008.
I've never been to San Diego Comic Con now.
Come on.
I've been
Yeah,
to other
come down,
Comic
man.
Cons, but not San Diego.
We gotta make that shit happen.
I did it in
somehow.
2012 and 2013.
Fuck.
If I knew you guys when I lived like literally 3 blocks from the convention center, oh man, we would have just made a lot of damage.
Oh man, come on.
I
Let's
haven't
go.
been since 2008, back when Dan was probably still in middle school.
I literally was in middle school. I literally was.
Hey fellas, I gotta bail out, but enjoy
Okay,
the
bro.
rest of the
See you,
day.
Philly.
And thanks for
All right,
having
Thank
me.
you for
Bye.
being here, bro.
Yeah, nice
Thank you for
catching up,
being here,
man.
bro. We'll talk to you
Peace.
later on, man.
Have a good one.
I want to, and again, bro, as good as this was, I want to kind of tie it back again because, again, we did get a lot of fucking announcements that we're going to definitely talk about here. I want to keep it on, pretty much on this movie because of this particular movie. I know this was actually spoiled before the movie even fucking dropped, and we talked about it, but again, this figure. Of course. Let me, if I can fucking get to it, wherever the fuck is that. Come on, man. Where you at? Here we go. So we got, of course, this figure from the film. We do know that this was the, I guess they wanted to wait until we got closer to the date to show us what the figure was. And yeah, it looks good as fuck. Like it definitely does. The accessories, everything it comes with, even though, again, I wanted to actually say this, the harness we didn't see on film, right?
No,
that
we
wasn't
didn't see
even
that
there.
hangover thing. No.
Nah, we definitely didn't see that. And just like I was talking about the other day, man, I was telling Lou, thought I was playing. They purposely placed those bottle bags there. That's ball sacks, bro. I don't care what nobody
Yeah.
said. They
Yeah.
did that purposely. Ball sacks. I don't care what y'all say. Those look like ball sacks right there in front of him. Like getting closer pictures, y'all can see this shit and think I'm fucking playing. They did that, and even Hot Toys did that shit on purpose. So they wanted y'all to see some ball sacks. Enhance, bro. Like enhance. Oh, let me go real quick.
You did it in real life too?
Bro, look at that. That's some ball sacks. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That it is. So, but no, it looks good, bro. Like definitely, it looks like definitely a new body. So it looks fuller.
Oh,
The head is decent. I did
and
pre-order
that's not
this because
crazy
I wanted
long.
to get those golden Desert Eagles,
Mm.
so I wasn't passing that up. Dan, are you getting this, man?
Yeah, actually, it should be coming within the next couple of weeks.
What the fuck? What you mean?
I ordered this from.
Simpson.
I can't say who it's from. Nah, definitely not Simpson. But dude, you know how much some motherfucker was charging like $560 for this shit? Hell no.
Phew.
I didn't get. I got it for nowhere close to that. But
Word.
I got it from this guy. He's a reseller over there. I can't say who it is yet because I want to make sure that I actually get it.
Okay.
Before I say and recommend anything.
Yeah. I got you.
Shane actually put me on 1 6 Figure Focus, but again, I'm not gonna say who it is or whatever because I just don't. I want to make sure I get my shit, and then before I can recommend or say anything about it. So, not Toys Wonderland. People thought that the other day.
Toys Apollo.
Whatever the fuck they call themselves these days. That shit is.
Yeah, right.
But I will have this. It'll be here in a couple of weeks. I'm assuming because the guy said he's having people pick it up for him currently. So whenever again he's going to ship it. That being said, yeah, this is definitely coming home. I did not give a flying fuck about the Golden Guns until I watched the movie.
Yeah, right.
I was like, all right, I need them. I was like, God damn it, fuck me. I was talking with Shane about this too because he's the one that convinced me pretty much. Like he was like, you got to get the Golden Guns. I was like, I haven't seen the movie yet. He's like, just trust me. I was like, all right. Watch the movie. I was like, yeah, Shane. So where should I get? But yeah, dude, fucking awesome. It looks great. I have the Deadpool 2 figure. And this looks in way better. I've seen already the reviews that are out on this.
100%.
It looks fucking incredible. I cannot wait to have it. And is anyone else like? I already pissed my girlfriend off about this, but the NSYNC song just playing in my head constantly from the
bro.
Yeah.
It's just constantly in my head. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I've had NSYNC in my head, and I was never a fan. So
yeah. It's I wasn't a huge fan, but goddamn, dude, it's not even really the song. It's just that whole intro is what.
Yeah, that was amazing,
bro.
Incredible, but
this scene of when he first got this suit and he's showing him put it together. Dude kept smacking his ass.
I'm pretty sure your Taylor's a predator.
Taylor's a predator.
It reminded me of Friends.
Bro.
Oh, yeah. And then he moved it to the left. And then
bro.
back to the right.
You know what? This movie, and I don't know if this felt like this to y'all, but this movie to me was Ryan Reynolds' visitation or revisitation back to his Van Wilder days, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Like, bro, if anybody ever seen Van Wilder, one of the greatest fucking films you would ever see in life, bro. And that's when I knew that Ryan Reynolds was going to be a fucking star, bro. That's what I knew.
The Proposal.
Oh, and bro, the fucking Proposal, bro.
Bitch,
like,
that's what you think I do?
Bro, but yeah, definitely. Rob, I know you. I already knew. You told me this before. You was like, I'm getting this. You already know I'm getting this. He was like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting this.
The thing is this one, the Golden Guns one or the non-Golden Guns one, they're the same price. So
yeah.
I already pre-ordered it. I got this one coming. The second Lady Pool comes up. I'm ordering that. I think Kid Deadpool is probably going to come home too.
I'm gonna get that one for sure.
That was a little girl in the movie, wasn't it? I was not expecting that.
That was his daughter.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
Oh no way! Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was his daughter. Kid Pool was his daughter in the film, and that shit was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. No, I'm 100%. Like I'm getting these. I don't think I'm gonna go like some people want to go and do the whole line. I'm not gonna probably do that.
I need Cowboy Pool.
If they make Cowboy Pool, I might because it's McConaughey.
Lee Young did a custom of that years ago.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
It looked good.
My main thing was when I was watching the movie. It's funny because I'm sitting there and literally thinking every time during the different montages when he was looking for other Wolverines, and I saw Brown suit, and the minute I saw it, I'm like, that's a figure.
Yeah.
And then they showed Patch,
Yeah.
and I lost my mind.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
I'm definitely getting Patch.
Yeah, bro.
I have to admit I was slightly disappointed that we didn't see Mr. Fix-It.
I was thinking the same thing.
I would love to have seen Mr. Fix-It, and if they had done that, I would get Patch and Mr. Fix-It as figures and just keep that. They wouldn't even be in a Deadpool display. I just have them, just the two of them together. And
maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier or something in some civilian clothes, but yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But oh my God, no, I'm that movie for me was it was a palate cleanser. I think that's maybe the best way that I can think to put it, in the sense that you know, of the past few Marvel movies that have come out, this one is back to form.
Yeah.
So,
and I think I felt like
formula.
Yeah.
I felt like Jake too, because bro, I couldn't, after coming out of the theater, bro, I couldn't formulate an opinion because I kind of had to wait and let everything settle in. I had to think about this shit. I was like, wait a minute, okay. So I seen this, I get this, I get that, I get this. I had to kind of also go back and temper my expectation of this basically having a continuation into the MCU a certain way. I had to kind of close that door. When I saw, and I don't give a fuck with nobody, I love the post-credit scene. That shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That shit was fucking funny as fuck.
That was good.
So I got a chance to see that, and I was like, you know what? Now I understand why they did this, because it was a smart way to say we didn't forget about those fucking Fox characters. We didn't forget about them. But there's no way we would want to actually forget about those characters. We just want to do it justice, and I think they did such a phenomenal job with it. You know what I mean? And how they presented those characters. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm on board. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. There's no arguments there. But fuck, it was a good movie, bro. It definitely was a good movie. And I get a chance to go see it as many times as I want for free. Regal Unlimited, baby. Regal Unlimited. But definitely, bro, I was excited about it. Jake, I know you're getting this fucking figure, bro. I already know that.
I'm getting it. I don't have access to the one with the golden guns as a retailer, so I'll be missing out on that. Most likely I'll find that on the aftermarket, pick up someone selling them on their own. But I'm probably not gonna get Kidpool or Lady Deadpool or anything. I'm not a huge Deadpool fan from the comics. I mean, I do enjoy reading him, but when I'm reading comics, Deadpool isn't exactly what I'm usually going for. Just, you know, it's fun, self-referential, irreverent stuff. I enjoy it for movies. Reading, not so much. I don't think it translates the same way. So never been a huge Deadpool fan, but you know, I gotta get a Deadpool, and I have armorized Deadpool, and I love that figure layout.
Yeah, no.
A lot of fun.
I'm good.
But I do want to say too, as much as I love the soundtrack to this movie, I still think that Celine Dion's "Ashes" is the best song in any Deadpool movie. That thing, I listen to that song at the gym. That thing pumps me up, man. I love that song.
I definitely. I'm good. It was definitely one of the greatest. The reason why I think it was a great song is because the way they use that song and the way they use that intro,
like a James Bond,
exactly. Yeah. Like it was just like I'm watching a James Bond fucking film, and I love the way they did that. It's still one of the world's greatest intros for a movie. But yeah, bro, I the way I view, like, and what you were just talking about when it comes to Deadpool, I collect certain comics from it if it's a tie-in to another, you know, series. Yeah. Because the way to basically view it, and again, he breaks the fourth wall a lot, and it depends on which comics that you actually get, the way you want to see him.
Yeah.
But it's better to read a Deadpool comic if he's a part of an ongoing series that, whether it's like the X-Men, the Avengers, or whatever it might actually be,
where he plays off of other characters,
where he's playing off of other characters, because it makes perfectly good sense. Because more times than many, at the end of the day, he is always a go-to character that you would see like, okay, he's going to do something that's going to kind of change the tide in some way, shape, or form. So that's where I actually view him. But that's, you know, you take him in doses, but on screen,
they put him on, was it the Uncanny Avengers back in like 2015 or 16? They put him on that team.
Yeah.
I did not like that series.
No, I didn't care for it either, to be honest.
But I think where he shined the most was with X-Force.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he definitely shined with that particular title. And I was hoping that we would actually see that character as one of the Deadpool core. Or that we
I was
actually saw.
surprised. I was
I
surprised
was
that they didn't.
very surprised that we didn't actually see it. I thought we would.
I thought we'd see
but-
Wolverine too, an X-Force
Yeah,
Wolverine.
I wanted to see an X-Force Wolverine. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, bro. I thought we would see an X-Force and X-22 and a Wolverine
Yeah,
as X-Force, but we definitely get a chance to see that. But fucking seeing Wesley Snipes, bro, I was so fucking happy. I didn't even though they always fucking up black folks' hair in film like nowadays. If it's not the Killmonger hair, then they give us that fucking box, that high top fade, bro. Just give him bald and just like have pieces of his hair as a design or something like that. I don't know, but anyway,
It was fun to see Snipes and Reynolds back together, though.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
lie.
bro,
That was
it
fun.
was. Did they really have beef in real life at one point?
Yeah,
No.
dude. He hated Ryan Reynolds on set.
Really?
I thought Ryan Reynolds and him cleared it up though. They said that was all bullshit.
Oh, really?
yeah.
From what
That's what I heard.
remember,
That's what I heard. They said that
Oh,
no,
okay.
that they've been friends, but that you said that the fucking social media and all that they fucking
They played it up.
took something.
Oh.
Shocking.
Like Ryan Reynolds, like he did an interview, like you can find the article somewhere, but like
Yeah.
he was just like, oh, like people assume that because in the third movie,
That
Wesley
line,
Snipes
he
was
hates
method,
me,
he was
doesn't he?
method acting, so he was always in character. And
Yeah.
he would
Yeah.
snap or get mad or like get mad at like Ryan Reynolds' character.
Yeah.
And people just assume that they fucking hate each other, but
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was like, no, we've always had love and respect for each other for these past like fucking 20 years.
Okay.
So
Shit,
like
for 20 years I've been living a lie.
There's a lot of
Yeah, I mean that article just came out, so
Yeah.
like because people were asking him like, yo, how did you like reconcile with him? And he
Are
was
they
like,
rewriting history, you think, then?
Maybe it's probably. I mean, he could be all bullshit. He's like, yeah, no, we're always friends. I mean, he could have totally lied.
They
and said
could
that,
have been, but even like
who
if you
knows?
basically saw the way they were, even at Hall H, you know, it looked like they
but they were
cool.
hugging and shit.
Yeah.
Like they were hugging, they were having a conversation.
Wesley
Like, everything
Snipes went straight to him and hugged him.
yeah, he went to him
Yeah.
first. You know what I mean? So
He's softened
Again.
in his old age, I think.
yeah, the only thing,
Hollywood rumors are weird that way, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to people's interpersonal relationships. Because I mean,
Yeah.
when you're like the best one that I find I have to correct. I don't correct people, but I always chime in when you hear people talk about how much Harrison Ford hates Star Wars.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He never hated Star Wars. He never wanted Han Solo just to die. He wanted the quote I remember him saying too was that he wanted there to be an emotional bottom to the character.
Yeah.
Whether he died or not it could have been either way. He just wanted there to be something deeper.
yeah,
And everyone runs with, oh, see, he hates Star Wars. He's not coming back to Star Wars. He's never going to do this. He's never going to do that.
Well, he broke that figure, you know, and that's what everybody, our community.
Yeah,
runs
that
with,
was-
you know?
Yeah, I know.
He broke the fucking what was it, the Death Star, and I was just like,
No,
Oh,
he had the Lego Millennium Falcon and he
that's
dropped
what it was.
He
Millennium
dropped
Falcon.
that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that's
Well, the Han Solo
threw it
hot
over
toy
his
too,
head.
right?
the hot toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he broke that shit live on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he never hated Star Wars. I don't believe that was the one thing I always thought too when I watched when I first saw Force Awakens. Is like he was clearly not phoning it in.
No.
He was
Yeah.
having fun. You could tell he was enjoying it.
Yeah,
So
he
it's like,
was.
you know, but people like rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
it's more interesting, right?
Yeah.
They like rumors and they definitely like running with it. And I think for what it was, you know, it is what it is. I think it was the only person that when I watched it that I thought it kind of felt, even with the battle scene, it felt out of place slightly for me was Jen Garner's Elektra a little bit.
Dude, she still looks so good though.
She
Oh,
looks
she
great.
does, bro. She
Looks
definitely did.
phenomenal.
And it was a welcome, you know, if they, I'm not gonna lie, if we get a figure, I'm getting that shit. I'm
Yeah.
just letting you know that.
Yeah.
We probably won't, but I'm just saying if we did, I would definitely get that.
I want
I
to
like
make
how
the
they
face where she's
mentioned,
like, it's okay.
I like how they mentioned Daredevil and Punisher though.
Yeah.
Right.
They were
Yeah.
alive down there.
Yeah,
Tom Jane
still-
Punisher.
yeah, definitely, bro.
And it
Like,
was probably Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Yeah, exactly. I love that because
Yes.
Jennifer Garner's like, it's okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's all fuck that guy.
yeah. It was, bro. Like I said, I definitely want to see the film again. Even I thought, what's her name? Who played Xavier's sister?
Cassandra
Cassandra
Nova.
Oh, yeah.
Cassandra Nova, but
She was
forget
great.
the actress name. She was great. I thought she
Fantastic.
killed it, bro. She
She
was
was great.
fucking
Funny.
That was
Truly
Phenomenal.
intimidating too.
Yeah,
for
she
such a
definitely was.
slight little person. She's very, very
Yeah.
cute, and
And
she's
she's
Yeah.
fucking. she plays a good villain role. That's
Yeah.
like she
She
was
does.
like
Yeah.
pretty good.
Even the
Put
dude who
her
crazy.
on the
played,
dragon.
yeah, bro,
was
the dude who
crazy.
played fucking Paradox was in fucking incredible, bro.
Oh, that
Yeah.
He was dope. He was
I like
definitely
him.
dope. Yeah, but I
So
got.
am I the only one that doesn't mind Channing Tatum as Gambit?
I hate it.
Well, he was.
I hate it.
I
Bro,
thought he was. I thought he
Jake
looked
is gonna
okay.
get that
Voice,
figure
the
when
voice
they're
was like obviously crazy and like overdone, but like
His
I
big
thought,
old
like,
head in that
he
thing.
looked-
No, I don't like it.
he looked just like Marcelo Toy's Gambit. Like the
I'm so glad that movie never got made.
I mean, I'm. It's probably it's for the better that movie never got made. But I think like like the character is just not with that fucking voice.
No.
But no, in the suit
Hell
though, that fool was
yeah.
fucking big, bro. He was fucking huge.
he
in
looks
that
like he's put on a little weight.
Yeah, like, but like,
bro,
I thought he looked pretty good, fucking throwing the cards and fucking the whole
Yeah.
action. Scene.
Yeah.
Like, it
Oh,
looked
no.
They
really
should have.
good.
They should have brought Taylor Kitsch back. Let that guy redeem himself
Yeah.
one more time.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah.
I think
that would
a
have been
lot
dope
better.
if they would have
That
did
would've been a
that.
lot
That would have been
better.
super dope. Kitty
Yeah.
Pryde is the best X-Men. You are fucking 100% right. Give me an X-23 with the pink glasses. Anything better than that figure? Yeah, bro. That fucking
Yeah.
figure. If you give me that figure, I'm fucking excited. And this is the way she looked. I don't care. It was fucking dope, and I'm glad. And again, there's possibilities that we might actually see her again in the
I
MCU.
hope so.
I think
Yeah.
Young Avengers. That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
definitely, bro. I can definitely see that because she killed it. I would definitely watch it all day long. Again, this figure is definitely coming home. I'm sorry. I love the Deadpool core, bro. And to have this Kidpool, Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, Dogpool. Yeah, I gotta go with that.
that cowboy though. I need me.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
that
need
cowboy.
shit, bro.
Yeah,
The
bro.
only reason
need
I'd
that.
want Kidpool is the material because it looks just like the homemade suit, like a sweatsuit. So I bet
Yeah.
posing would be a dream.
Posing is gonna be fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal. And then to have them fucking squirt guns, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
the squirt guns, dude. It's so
Yeah.
funny, man. That's
Yeah, bro.
hilarious.
I
With the
did
two
not-
baseball bats too, like that's
Hell
fucking funny.
yeah, bro.
A friend of
I am
mine saw
all
the
in.
photos when they posted for the Lady Pool figure, and he posted on his Facebook, it's a $300 Barbie in a Deadpool costume. And I'm like, yeah, so?
yeah.
No?
Yeah, bro. So quickly, like I said, in the interest of time, I want to kind of go through this really quick here because we know that kind of not to really reiterate on a lot of what was already talked about this week. We got a couple of figures, that were interesting. We got a chance. Now, again, if you saw the film, then you knew
Slay
exactly.
Wolverine.
Yeah, bro. Like this right here is Stripper Ween, bro. That's what I call him, bro.
Stripperine.
Stripper Ween.
Stripper Ween, bro. Like straight up, because and here's the thing. To see this, if you put that cow on him, like
Exactly.
it was,
Exactly.
that
I
shit
didn't want to
was-
spoil it on Friday, but I
Yeah.
said I would get this figure for that scene.
just for that scene, put
Where
that cow on
he has
him,
the
bro.
cowl on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the cow on, that shit would now. I don't know if they would do that with this, but you can use your other one. Your
That's what
other
I'm saying.
figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you could put that battle damage one on him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah.
It's a little
But-
too Magic Mike for me. I'm not going to be getting it. But it looks good.
It is very Magic Mike, yeah.
You just got to get a nice little
Bro.
silver
Did he
pole
have-
behind
did-
him, bro.
Did he use a katana at all in that scene though? Like when he was shirtless?
No,
No.
Okay,
No.
I thought maybe I forgot about it.
no, and there was, which makes me think that maybe there was a cutscene that we
Yeah.
just don't know.
Oh, I'm
deleted
sure there were a
scene, yeah.
lot. Okay, so
Yeah,
There's a lot of cutscenes from this
yeah.
movie.
Does anybody remember the behind the scenes photo of somebody in a Cyclops costume?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, there
Never
was.
saw it.
There was,
Right,
there
no one
was
saw
on
that,
set, but we never got a chance to see that unless there was somebody just fucking playing a practical joke. Because
Or
there
it was
even
Chris
a
Evans
Thor
in his
was on it.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
So again, and we know Thor was on set, but we did see that scene on the screen
Right. Where he's
and how
holding
that
it.
was played out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that definitely makes a lot of sense. But again, man, like I was even going to employ somebody to actually take this particular figure and superimpose Jake your head on this and put this. I might have somebody actually do that. So
You've been scrolling through my Facebook photos, have you?
All I'm thinking is the amount of customs for this figure, man. Someone's gonna fucking cut some of that silicone and paint it and make it look. You can see the adamantium bones or
Yeah.
something. Someone's gonna really
sweet.
like fuck this figure up
Bro.
and make it look incredible.
Yeah.
Bro, hell yeah, bro. That shit would fucking look incredible, bro. That'd be
Like I
phenomenal.
wonder if the like someone's gonna drill a hole or something through, and you can have one of the katanas be able to go in
That would be rad.
all the way,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah,
paint it so it looks all bloody and shit. So when you take out the katana, you can't
Bro.
really see. Like, dude, my head is spinning with all this shit.
spinning on that
Like,
shit. It's spinning
all
because
the
you
shit
want
you
to
can
try
do
that
with
shit.
I might.
Bro,
I just
you
want
know
that
what?
TVA jacket.
Yeah, the TVA jacket is dope. It
That's
Because I got the
definitely
Yeah.
Loki TVA. I think it would look cool.
You can
Yeah.
buy
I'm gonna
those
put that on
jackets.
Deadpool.
Those jackets are available for sale.
bro.
Like
I'd actually
Where?
cut the silicone and just put baby knife inside of him.
You gotta put it right in his gut.
Bro, this shit. Bro, that
Dude,
baby
that
knife.
fight in the Honda Odyssey was awesome.
That was
Was
fucking incredible, dude.
fucking
Absolutely
dope.
incredible.
Bro, both fights were fucking incredible, bro.
When
Especially
he's
when he
all
looked at it,
wrapped
he was
up
like,
in the seatbelt.
he said, I'm gonna fight you now.
yeah.
Bro, that was fuck. Bro,
He went
the whole
in on him.
he went in on him, bro.
Yep.
Like that whole
Cut
fucking
into his
scene.
core.
He
Deadpool
went
when he's quiet
in.
is kind of vicious, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. He definitely went in on him. So we know we got that. Of course, these are release photos of the Deadpool figure that we got. This figure that came out. It was released on Friday. Of course, we know a lot of people went after this. I didn't. I didn't try to get it because I definitely didn't want it.
is it waitlisted?
Yeah, it's waitlisted.
Okay.
It's waitlisted. Finally, it's waitlisted because that day it went up. It was
It
still
came out,
available.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
that's
it was
what I
still
thought.
available, but it then finally went waitlisted. Again, not something that I was going after, but I'm not taking I'm not taking away from the artistry of this piece.
Oh, it's no. It looked
Yeah, it definitely looks good, but I just wasn't going after that at all. This
waitlisted.
is this waitlisted?
Shampoo.
Yeah,
Shampoo.
Wow, the shampoo bottle waitlisted. That
I
means
was
it must.
shocked.
And it was
I thought I'd
150
actually have a
bucks.
chance to get it, and I looked and I'm like, what?
$150.
It was 150.
Yeah.
It was 150.
Unbelievable.
I didn't get it though.
No way.
Yeah.
Passed on.
I didn't go after it either. I'm not going
Yeah.
front.
The
I
only
didn't
thing
either.
that makes me think of is that Hot Toys, if you can do something like this, which is just strictly a complimentary display piece, do dioramas. Just make
Yeah.
a diorama.
Yeah,
They've
that's
made them.
true.
They just don't put them up for pre-order.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
True.
they should just do that like by
Yeah.
themselves. Like $150 diorama, I bet more people would have bought it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This
agree.
we know is going up for pre-order this
I ain't
week.
getting that shit.
So the thing is, honestly, bro, I was going to get it, but there's just too much.
Yeah.
There's too
way
much
too
coming
much.
out that I want. You know, that I was just like, nah, bro, bruh. Where we at? Where we at? We gotta keep going down.
He's lost.
we gotta keep going down because this right here definitely is coming home. I pre-ordered
Definitely
this
coming
already.
home,
I am
100%.
still on the fence.
Bruh, bro, I'm gonna tell you, I might have been. It would have been a true statement if I didn't see this shit.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks awesome. I'm on the fence because I've got Kenobi Vader and I love it. And then they were like, "Oh, San Diego Comic-Con. Here's hard case. Here's a Hulk Buster that maybe does already like it automatically removes the helmet stuff and
Yeah,
just all the other stuff they showed." I go, I don't know if I need this other Vader when there's these other things possibly coming down.
and
the
that's
pipe,
why,
so-
like I said, I can substitute those for a lot of shit that I definitely don't want.
Yeah.
This one I'm passing up on. I
Yeah,
know a lot of
passing.
people will
Nope.
get it.
Yeah.
It is definitely a pass for me. I mean, it wasn't my favorite suit on screen. Like I said, I mean, if anything about the Iron Spider, once I saw this on screen, I was like, yeah, nah, it's just not my interpretation, not what I want. But I'm happy for everybody else that will get it. But this motherfucker right here, I made Toya. I said, Toya, you need to create. I need you to get on and make sure that you create a Facebook page. I mean, a
Yeah,
sideshow
no, I'm
page.
literally doing that right now. My girl's making a sideshow.
Yeah.
I'm making another sideshow account just to try to get this fucking thing right here. So
Yeah, bro, because this fucker right here, bro, I am not
I ain't
passing
missing
this
this.
up
I ain't
for
missing this.
nobody, bro.
Yep.
For no fucking body. We've been talking about this for months. We were talking about this for months about okay,
Winter
yeah,
Soldier's next. I'm telling you.
you might Dan, bro.
Probably, yeah.
I think you're right. I think
Winter
you're right.
Soldier's next, bro. I'm telling you.
I think
That
you're
shorter
right.
hair is going to be more difficult, I think, if they do.
Well,
Yeah.
but hey, short hair for Luke, short hair
They
for
did short. They did, yeah.
for even what they've
Tom
actually
Holland.
just done with Tom Holland. So I don't know, bro.
Yeah, but her hair is like short and straight. That's my thing. I just either way, I'm not going to be getting this, but I'm going to try and get like 10 of them just to decrease your guys' chances. So
Oh, nah, because if you do that, I'm just going to thank you because I know you're doing that for me. I know you're doing at least one of them fuckers for me. So
that's
I
right.
appreciate you in advance.
Comic shop philanthropist. Yeah.
You know,
I appreciate you in advance, brother. I definitely do. I appreciate you in advance if you do that. So definitely. But this is and again, it's crazy because a lot of these announcements that came out definitely overshadowed that in-art Michael Jackson, bro. I forgot about it. And you know, as much as I want it, it just definitely it overshadowed that for me. This right here, fuck that.
Coming home. Yep.
Definitely coming home. I've been wanting a Grievous ever since that. I was talking about this the other day, bro. That video that was released when that person got it and they took that Grievous and started spinning the arm around like this, bro. I was like, yeah,
The sideshow unboxing, the dude was fucking scared, bro. He's like,
he broke it. He
Yeah,
broke
that's
it
what I'm
live, bro. He definitely broke it live. So I'm
Picked it up
definitely
in broad daylight and broke it.
this right here. Now, this right here.
Fast.
Dan, are you getting the NR version?
I'm not getting it. I don't need a Joaquin Phoenix Joker in my collection. I love the movies. Don't me wrong, but this is a bit unnecessary for me. I'm getting a little sick of the fucking character. but it looks good. It's the tailoring looks a little off, but I can totally see like, dude, they're just trying to rush getting these out. Like, they'll probably up the tailoring, details a little bit better later. But head sculpt looks pretty good. The rooted definitely looks better than the sculpted. I think in art, the likeness is a bit more HD, just a bit.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, like people were talking shit about this, like, oh, how come Hot Toys got the license and NR didn't? John from NR already cleared this up. He said that the window or whatever from that they got their license from, I guess this was also part of the second movie, this license, but Hot Toys is portraying it as the first movie, as the
first film,
but they have the license for the second one, which is why they're able to kind of go back. But NR at that time couldn't acquire the license for any cheaper version. That's why the Mezco was announced the same day as this Hot Toys one, because it's a lower tier collectible, and that is why the whole legal shit went down. And people were just quick to laugh at fucking NR and be like, oh, you guys are full of shit. It's not really their fault. It looks weird, and yes, NR is not a perfect company, like, but it's fucking weird to see.
It's business.
It's just weird to see fucking straight up just haters online about for everything. Like
it's
whether
common.
It's you hate on Hot Toys, whether you hate on NR, like, or you hate on third party, it's like
it's becoming common, bro, for them to do that. I mean, NR is
too much
business,
time on
just
your
like
hands, man.
Hot Toys is a fucking business. Everybody, it's a fucking business. And again, they haven't had this fucking IP long. They haven't had the license, for that long. I mean, they just came in the game just a few years ago. Like, give them a fucking chance, bro. Like,
it's just
And on top of that, you can laugh at them all you want. They giving you fucking quality figures. Yes,
you're getting 4 outfits total,
bro.
4 figures. Whereas this, you're only getting 1. So you kind of like it's kind of you pick your battle where you want to go with. You may not want all 4, or maybe you just want this one. That's fine, but just shut the fuck up about it.
And of course,
Christ.
I know this
looks good. I'm tempted on this.
Jake.
Don't even have to ask. I'm getting it for sure. 1,000%. That's coming home. That's mine. I'm going to take the one I've got here, sell it at the shop, grab this one. Yeah.
This looks really good.
Back to real quick the Joker thing, though. I'm much more neutral when it comes to NR versus Hot Toys.
Yeah.
But the thing about that whole argument that kind of pissed me off, I'm not going to lie, is this tribalism fan base. It's like sports teams who have really obnoxious fans. That's how I started feeling 100%. About the in-art stuff. And so when they got crowned like the king of 1/6 before our figure ever came out, that's when I started getting annoyed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I've got Aragorn on pre-order. I have since they dropped him. So I mean, I'm not like strictly one company or another, but Yeah,
bro,
no,
I'm
this Iron
with
Man.
who's going to give me the best quality for what I'm
Dude,
looking
if
for.
So Toys came out with a motherfucking Heath Ledger Joker and they had rooted hair and they looked fucking sick, I'd fucking get it at that
Yeah,
time, you know?
yeah.
Like, I
It
don't care who
matter.
makes it.
It don't matter
Right.
who fucking make it, bro. My allegiance is not to any company particularly. My allegiance is to art. And that's just mainly the way it is. If you release a piece that's decent, I mean, with them, you know, a lot of people aren't, but I'm getting the Harry Potter figures because, like I said, I mean, I have a family that loves it. I love the actual, so I'm getting those. I'm still waiting on my all-in set Batman set from Spec Fiction. Once that comes, you know, I embrace that as well. I have that, you know, the BVS Superman on pre-order. So definitely I'm getting that one as well.
Yes.
The Paul Atreides from them, I ordered strictly from them just to get the special edition with the kangaroo mouse. So I love when Florence, when
Dude, I got-
Florence Pugh said that in the film, is fucking, it was
Kangaroo
cute.
mouse.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
What else would you say, bro?
I would say I've got so many things I want to say, and this would be way past the purview of this particular show, but about InArt and what in the world that they're actually doing. I don't know if you saw all their 12th scale stuff that they put up at SDCC.
Yeah.
I'm fucking baffled. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Yeah.
very, very confused at this point what their whole manifesto is, but they do make great looking figures. I can't deny that.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just a wait and see, because my thing is, like, I can't focus on, and that's why I haven't focused on anything else that they have coming until I get the things that I want from them first. You know what I mean? Because I'm still waiting. Like, I think about how long it took for me to get, you know, Dan, you already know the whole fiasco that we went through with that, you know,
Joker.
that Joker, and I still haven't gotten the all-in set, you know. But once I get it, I mean, I know I'm gonna love it. But like, I'm focusing on the things that I need first before I can focus on what else, you know. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to give us, you know, some decent things. Real quick, I want to kind of run through this real quick as well. Again, we know what we actually got. What were you going to say, Chewy? Did you want to say something?
No. Go ahead.
You know, I wanted to run through this. Of course, we got this Terminator here. Though I know a lot of people are looking at and interested in. Dan, I don't know if you were interested in this piece right here.
It looks just like the one I have downstairs.
There you
I'm
go.
dead serious. It looks just like it. If they do this and all it is a new base, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah,
I think it's a placeholder for a future, like, hey, we're
Maybe,
gonna announce a new one. You'll see the upgrades, but right now the proto's not ready. So
I totally
think
see
that's-
that.
There's a 2.0 coming for sure.
I definitely hope.
coming. For this, we got now. Here's
This
that.
though.
Yeah.
This motherfucker right here, boy.
getting that.
Whoo, boy! Like I said,
That's
comic
cool.
accuracy at its finest. I am
It's
so
great.
fucking happy. It looks
And they got
incredible.
an Al Ewing, Alex Ross, Immortal Hulk issue behind it. Awesome.
Fuck yeah, bro. Definitely, I can't wait for this. This right here, the only figure that I'm interested in here is the Begins.
Like I
or
said.
I mean the Returns.
Yeah.
The other two, not interested in the least at
Fuck
all.
George Clooney.
Yeah, nah, I'm definitely not interested in those. I wasn't even interested in the other two figures that came, even with the Val Kilmer. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm out. But
Really?
they-
You
yeah,
didn't get those?
nope.
They're great, dude. They look
Nah.
amazing.
I didn't, bro, because like I said, the articulation on the motherfuckers, I didn't have any interest. They just wouldn't have had a place in my collection for me.
That
So you're
Nightwing
also
looks
looking at the
fucking
full-
sick though.
You're looking at the full extent of the articulation on that Keaton too.
That could just be the old version too. Like they might have another
yeah.
2.0
Yeah.
coming for that.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the
Actually, the
face.
cape. I think that cape looks like a different one than the original, though. I think the material
Yeah.
looks different.
Yeah.
Weren't they both like garbage bag looking materials before?
It just, I don't
I
know.
have
It,
them, so.
just the way it hangs slightly, it looks, you know, I don't know. Definitely,
To the
there's
left.
going to be some customs out there for that piece,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
as we know. And then of course these motherfuckers
Yep.
right here, boy.
Oh yeah.
That Jar Jar Binks and that Chewie with the broken up C-3PO from Empire. Oh man, I
Need that.
cannot wait. It is definitely a need. And then this Predator, I don't know who's interested in this piece. I know Docinator.
That thing is a mess. That thing is a mess, dude.
Yeah, this is Docinator, so we already know that Doc's going to go after that, and then of course there's Kid Pool right there with those squirt guns. I just want it just because the squirt guns in general.
Yeah.
That shit looks fucking phenomenal. But definitely, that's what we got from there as well. So I did want to kind of bring this up to kind of briefly go through, what we got and what was talked about. Not to kind of harp too much on it, but we got a lot. Like last week was full. Jake, tomorrow we got a lot of shit to talk about, bro.
Yeah, we do.
You want to be on Comic Book Talk with Friends with us tomorrow?
Of course, I'm not blowing my load all the way today.
So definitely we got a lot of shit to talk about. Vinny hit me up. He was like, that's just gonna be 3 hours long. Watch.
Yeah. I commented on his post about Doom, RDJ Doom last night, and he and I were talking a little bit.
Yeah, bro, that shit's gonna be fucking funny. So I cannot wait for that. But yeah, and here's the thing, like this week. So last week was the reveal. This week is it was a reveal with the RSVPs. This week is trying to bag some of the shit that we actually saw.
Mm-hmm.
And the only RSVP that I'm basically or the queue that I'm waiting on is the Black Widow. Everything else I don't care about.
Me too.
Like literally, I don't. I'm not jumping in the queue for it because I don't really care about it. So hopefully, like I said, I'll be success. I mean, saying that there's 6,000 pieces gives me more hope.
Yeah.
That's
a big.
Let me know if you do a show on it, Leo. I'll be home tomorrow.
That sounds like a regular batch size for those figures.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing a show on it. So definitely I will be doing that tomorrow. Because I can't. It's not avoidable. I just have to do it, and it's going to be incredible. So I can't wait for that. Anyway, man. What they say? Allow. What is it? Allow that talk on a Sunday. Hell yeah, bro. You already know, man. We got Low Key in the building as well. I think he said, I'm at least been interested in Marvel and DC. Give me the Chewbacca, T-800 Terminator, Jungle Hunter Predator. Yeah, bro. Like I said, there's a lot of people that, going to be very selective about what they want. I'm getting both Chewie and Jar Jar once they go up for pre-order. Yes, you already know that. They better not try to pull no exclusive shit. So fuck that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Don't do that shit. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed if they did that shit.
Do you guys see? I think his name is it Jurgen Schultz? He's always posting up like the metrics for Hot Toys. He's shown that 30 announcements this year so far have been exclusives. That's more than 2022 and 2023 combined already.
Fuck.
Wow.
Damn.
Things I don't
didn't realize that, but it sounds right. It sounds about right.
Or maybe it's 30%. Maybe it's not 30 announcements. Maybe it's 30% of all announcements this year have been exclusives, though.
That sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right.
There were definitely a lot of them.
Yeah,
no
doubt.
And for things that didn't need to be exclusive too.
Shit, bro. It's been a 2-hour show today, bro. Like it's like because we had a lot.
Fast.
It went by fast, but that's why I had to breeze through those fucking figures, bro, because it was a lot of shit to talk about. And I honestly believe that we're going to get possibly another reveal or a release tonight.
Yeah.
We might get a release tonight. Like later on tonight, we might actually say. Don't remember. Also, I cannot wait. It's Friday. It's fucking Sunday night. House of the Dragons episode 7 is going to be.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Can't wait.
Oh boy,
bro. So they showed it at SDCC. They showed episode
they did?
7. Yeah.
Oh.
And motherfuckers went, bro. Everybody was coming out like, yo, it is one of the best episodes that you would ever fucking see. They
I don't
said
want any spoilers.
no, none. They said it started with a fucking bang and it ended with a bang. So I'm like, I cannot.
Well, if they're going by what Game of Thrones used to do, is always like the penultimate episode was like the big giant episode, and the last episode of the season was always kind of like the cool it down and get everything settled for the next season. So I'm pretty sure this is the penultimate episode for this season.
Yeah.
Should be big.
Yeah. You and me both, Kitty. I'm right there with you, bro. If they give us an announcement on that motherfucker, I'm telling you, I am all in.
I bet you it's Red Hulk.
No way, not yet. No,
too early.
You don't think?
I don't think so. No, not yet.
If they give a good shot, a good view of him at the convention, though, they might.
Well, you got to think that movie doesn't come out until February.
What is a year out? I don't know.
A year?
It's in February is when
it's
the movie comes out.
It's in February.
Yeah.
So that's close.
We're still a good 6 months. We're still a good 6 months away. I don't know. I've never seen them announce figure 6 months before the movie.
Have they never done that before?
If they did,
Thor.
it'd
They did Thor like a couple months before the movie came out.
For Love and Thunder?
Yeah.
That's true.
We don't talk about that because I still don't know who the fuck said.
No one's admitted it to you yet?
He still ain't gonna say shit, bro. Nobody is telling me who the fuck sent me that shit, bro.
Somebody one
Nobody.
day is going to admit it to you quietly behind the like you're not. They're just going to like walk up to you and go, "It was me."
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
just walking down the street one day and someone's gonna.
Like, right? We got Mario in the building. Shout out to Mario. Thank you for being here, bro. As always, man. Yeah, El Pres. Yeah, bro, definitely. But yeah, exciting times. Local Lou is in here as well. Yeah, man, a lot to cover, but we will definitely be covering a lot more tomorrow. More comic book talk with friends. Say what Wednesday, depending on what the fuck happens. I don't know. It's gonna be an incredible show. We just gotta wait and see. I got a feeling I'm gonna be doing a couple of fucking corner episodes this fucking week.
Yeah.
My fucking Clone Wars Obi-Wan arrives on Tuesday, and I think my
Great to hear.
yeah, I can't wait to get
Yeah.
that. Dan, I already know you got it. Fuck you. But you got that shit too,
Go
right?
grab it.
Ain't
Grab
that
behind it.
nah, man? Don't do that shit. I see it. I
There he
see it.
is.
I see that shit.
There he is.
Yeah, see, ain't that some bullshit? My shit comes when it comes. And yeah, the mono shows up on Wednesday, so I know that, but I'm not gonna put that fucker together probably until next weekend, because I'm not gonna be doing that shit during the week. Because yeah,
Those
that's
things suck.
Probably going to need
because Toya told me that bro. Here's the thing, because remember, Dan, earlier on a couple of years back, I actually had module cases, but I got rid of them.
Yeah,
Because it didn't fit the scheme of what I was trying to do.
yeah.
I had a set and I sold it off.
Oh man, I wish I would have known.
Yeah,
Everybody get 40. Everybody get 40 monos.
no, I ain't hell no, bro. I ain't doing that
A
shit.
haul of monos, man. Come on, bro.
Bro, I'm never giving up my details, bro. That's just personal. You know why I'm not giving these shits up, bro? Because they didn't come with the fucking lights. I had to do that shit myself.
Yeah.
I took
You
the
put
time to do that
put
shit.
the time,
That's why you
yeah.
sell it for a premium.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get rid of 3D tops I have, man. Fuck.
Man, I'm never getting rid of these fuckers. These motherfuckers right here is just going to exist through test of time until I have to get rid of them some bitches. Which, if I keep having to build these garage shelves, it might happen, bro. Who knows? Because these motherfuckers. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. Oh, we got Kobe in the building. She came in. Hey, everyone, I'm late to the party. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I am all filled up on birthday cake. Okay.
Oh, happy
Hold
birthday.
up. Wait.
Birthday.
Kobe, was it your birthday? Don't tell me today. It better not stop. I know I can't miss that.
I'm looking here in my
Was it?
calendar. Yeah, it was.
Was it?
I don't know.
Kobe, if it was your birthday and you didn't tell me, we got. Oh, okay. My baby boy turned 2. Happy birthday to the young man. Definitely happy birthday, young king. You know, definitely want to get. I was like, I hope I'm
That's
not
hella
missing
fun.
something. Whew. Kobe, don't scare me like that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Anyway, thank you for showing up. But yes, definitely. 16 Hair Salon said they saw it twice. I'm gonna probably try to sneak and go see it today myself as well, man, because I definitely want to see it again. But anyway, thank everybody for coming. Chewy, what you got going on, man?
My dad. Speaking of birthdays, my dad's birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday.
So we're going over to my sister's place. They're gonna do some barbecue, and we're gonna have a nice meal and be back in time for Points of Articulation with Costa tonight.
I'll be there tonight. Definitely
More
be there
ribs?
at 8 o'clock.
Oh, I hope so.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Dan, what's going on with you, bro? What you got going on as far as cheating and shit?
Got that thing in right there, so that's gonna be coming out. Still need to film the In Art and the Batman from Hot Toys comparison video. So gotta do that. Probably do that either today or tomorrow.
Okay.
And then the same old LWO on Friday. Should be Mario hosting. And then here on Sunday with you. I might do a posing stream later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Just to kind of I got to repose a bunch of shit, dude. Just been sitting there. So I haven't changed anything in like 6 months. So
Looks
need to
terrible.
He just
do that. Yeah, so I got to repost some stuff, so I'll probably be doing that if anyone wants to join. I just sit there and just bullshit for an hour or two, and then basically repost a bunch of shit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for having me on. It was a great time.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having me, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for being here as always, man. Jake, of course, we got tomorrow, but what else you got planned, bro?
Yeah, Comic Talk with Friends tomorrow. Come on over. It'll be a nice spicy talk, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I just very recently hit a milestone on my Instagram. If you guys want to see, it's right here.
Yeah. Watch your 6 on Instagram. Let's go.
Yeah, I just hit over 1,000 followers, so that was cool. I waited to announce it until after all the bot ones that follow you and then unfollow you like a couple days later. That filtered itself out.
True.
And then, not a whole lot else. Actually, doing this with you has kind of made me think about maybe restarting my YouTube channel, which I'll just be another drop in the pond with you guys. But I've been giving some.
Let's
go.
Go for it, man.
Stop playing. Let's go.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
But maybe shit, because motherfuckers gonna be hitting you up now that you said that. Be like, yo, Jake, I think you need.
Dude, Lael's just gonna bully you into doing it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You got a free Thor. Send me a free mic. Send me a free camera.
You admitting that you did that shit?
No, I said you got a free Thor. I don't know where it came from.
I was about to say you admit that you
pay it forward is all.
Okay.
Pay it forward.
Okay.
Definitely, bro. Always, man. But appreciate that, and thank everybody for out there for coming through. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a busy week, but we just have to see once we get there. But again, everybody have a safe, an amazing Sunday, and yeah, man, we out. That's it. The end of the show. Party's over. I'm gone. We out. Peace.